Warning! The Stone Age Gamer podcast includes a lot of bad language. Cover your motherfucking ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I am Kris Randazzo, and joining me tonight is perfectly normal and rational reaction to a woman in a video game, Dan Ryan. You know
but
right.
Boobs and anger and not hot, but also hot.
Not greasy and sweaty and manly enough. The 2026 Not E3 season is officially upon us, so we're going to do what any good gaming podcast would do in this situation, recap the heck out of it. What cool stuff did we learn about? Put on your self-healing Wolverine suit because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now. Hi everyone, this is episode 622. It's the week of June 12th, 2026, and welcome. For anyone new here, this is the official podcast of StoneAgeGamer.com. Dan and I talk every week about what's happening in the world of video games from a retro gamer's perspective, as well as whatever the hell else is going on in our lives. Speaking of which, how you doing, Dan?
I'm hot, Chris. It was hot today.
It certainly felt like summer today. That's true.
It really did. I have to fix the AC in my car because the AC went out. It's something apparently that happens quite often in Subarus.
Yeah, you were talking about that a bit last week.
Yeah, it's I haven't fixed it yet, and I really should have.
Yeah, it's going to be a toasty
hot
one tomorrow, too.
However, this beer, this Bull Appetit from Bolero Snort, well done, boys and girls, and perhaps non-gendered individuals. I don't know who works at Bolero Snort. This is fucking delicious. It's a cream ale with peaches and vanilla. It's wonderful.
I'll take your word for it. Sounds horrible.
It's really quite tasty. If you like peaches, vanilla, and beer, though, if you don't like those things,
I don't like the peaches or the beer. So, yeah, it sounds.
No, this is definitely not for you. Then,
not for me.
Definitely not. How are you?
I'll tell you what is for me. So, did I mention what I was going to do for lunch this week? Last week, the pizza thing.
No.
All right. So
I mean, you might have, and I wasn't listening, but I don't think so.
I saw this online. People were like, "Hey, you want a really cool, like reasonably healthy, high protein lunch?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, sure. Who doesn't want a reasonably healthy, high protein lunch?"
Right.
And they were like, "Check this out. We're going to make pizza, except instead of dough, we're going to use ground chicken." And I was like,
"I've seen that." Yeah,
so
I've seen that.
I decided to give it a go this week, and it's really good.
Is it?
It's weird. But not in a bad way. Like, it definitely doesn't taste like eating pizza off a chicken cutlet. But it also doesn't quite taste like eating dough, right? It's like some kind of, like, middle ground. Because the recipe that I used was, ground chicken, grated Parmesan, and, like, oregano and a little salt and pepper. And that was it. And you just mix that up. And then you smush it out into a circle. Bake that for half an hour. And then, like, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you cover it with your various pizza ingredients, slap it back in the oven, and you take it out and eat it. And it's quite good. Yeah, it's not a replacement for pizza, like, not by a long shot. Right. But as something to do from time to time, like, for a lunch, because, you know, I'm not going to eat pizza for lunch every day. That's not a healthy thing to do. But I can eat this for lunch every day for a week, which I did this week. And I will definitely be doing it again.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it was a big fat bag of win. I did a couple of different variations, like, you know, did like a spinach and tomato and artichoke one. I did pepperoni one day. It's a lot. It was trying to figure out how to actually properly divvy it up, and I think the right way to do it is 2 pounds of chicken and then split each of those into 3. So that would make 6 of them, which is one more than I would need. But, like, I bought one package and I split it into 4 because it's like a quarter pound of meat. That seems like a decent amount of meat for a
seems
meal,
a decent amount of crust.
Indeed, but it was not, because it shrinks down. Like, I did the first one, it was the size of like a soft taco shell. Like,
nope.
This is going to be a tostada. This is not a pizza. This
gonna need a little more than this.
Gonna need more than that. So I wound up doing like a little bit more than a third, because I went and bought another package of meat, and it was a strange experience. I think I might want to try it with ground turkey sometime too, because I'm such a big fan of ground turkey.
Literally just going to ask if you were thinking about maybe doing it with ground turkey.
Yeah, I don't know how that crusts up. Like the chicken crisps up well.
I would imagine it's relatively the same.
Right? It's probably about the same.
It's still just a bird.
I feel like the ground turkey, at least at ShopRite, was a little bit cheaper than the ground chicken, which I found very strange. I would figure chicken is like the cheapest of all of the meats, but what do I know?
Yeah. I certainly don't know.
Next time I think I'll try turkey, or maybe I'll get like a package of ground turkey and a package of ground chicken, and I'll mix them up. Best of both worlds style.
There
double
you go.
Bird it. Yeah.
Double bird. You know how much I appreciate a double bird in my mouth.
Heck yeah.
Oral frauding, here we come.
Yes,
don't look
indeed.
it up. Or do. Either way, you might find a thing you're into.
Well, we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about. So we were going to talk about Earthbound this week, but it's not E3 season, and the things have been interesting so far. There have been some solid presentations, so we figured we were going to dedicate this week to doing this, and then next week, if the presentations are there again, which I'm starting to feel really confident about the Nintendo Direct after tonight's Summer Games Fest. There were a couple of very strange things shoehorned in there. Did you notice that?
The one little like, oh yeah, and the Switch 2 is a platform.
There was two of those. They did it twice, and they looked exactly like a Nintendo Direct, and they looked like part of a sizzle reel, and they did it twice, and each one just had two games, and then that was it. Like, that looks like it was like literally carved out of a Nintendo Direct sizzle reel. Feeling pretty confident that there's one of those cooking in the wind, because there's a big rumor there's going to be one next week, but
I mean, but why haven't they said anything yet? Like, just
with Directs, they usually don't.
But just do like it's fucking,
yes, that would be lovely.
It's not E3 season. Just fucking say you're going to do the thing.
Yeah, I would very much like to know ahead of time.
I got to tell you, if I didn't, if I were not in the know about these sorts of things, not that we know what's coming, right? But like invested in like what this showcase and that showcase, and maybe there's this and there's the rumors and all this. I would have, if I were watching these showcases, I'd be like, yes, but what about me? I also have a system.
Yeah, I would
anybody like to put anything out for me?
I suspect that my guess is that come Monday or Tuesday we'll find out, and it'll probably be on Wednesday or Thursday. That's my best guess. So what we've had so far,
it is before Friday. That's what I hope.
Yes, that would be lovely. Or to have it either or Friday morning.
On Friday at 7:00, so we can fucking live stream it as part of the podcast.
There you go. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. Our live reactions to a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, I'm into that.
That could be a hoot. All right, so what we've had so far, on June 1st, there was the Mixed Summer Game Showcase. On June 2nd, we had Black Voices in Gaming and the PlayStation State of Play. On June 3rd, there was Shack News E4 Indie Showcase. Latin American Game Show was on June 4th, as was Women-Led Game Show. And then today, the 5th, we had Accessibility and Summer Game Fest.
I have not seen Shack News or Accessibility. Those are the two that I've missed so far.
I have not watched either of those. Yeah, I know you will. You will watch everything. We're currently missing Day of the Devs. So next week we will be talking Day of the Devs, whatever interesting is happening right now as we're talking, as well as the Xbox Showcase is the other big one, and theoretically a Nintendo Direct. I guess we'll see. So I don't remember seeing anything huge out of the mix, right? That one, I think that was one that I missed, or I don't actually remember now.
I mean, so I've added a bunch of games to to my Steam wish list, based on women-led Black voices in gaming and the mix. I've added a bunch of stuff that looked very cool, like things that I'm very interested in, but I'm just trying to look through real quick to see. I mean, I think maybe like that Kid Bash Super Legend, that is the new Acclaim thing that looks really cool. Like it feels just kind of like on the surface looking at it, it's got a very Alex Kidd kind of feel to it. They're calling it a nostalgic roguelike action platformer where you awaken in a world of forgotten game characters as a hero with no memory of his past. This one looked kind of cool. Like, as he's the opening cinematic, he was like kind of falling to the world and like flipping between like a claymation looking figure and an 8-bit like, or a Game Boy, not 8-bit, a Game Boy like greenish pixelated character. I don't know. This one looked kind of cool and kind of had. We talked about it, last year when Acclaim did their whole, like, we're back!
Right. We're back, we're like, Acclaim, and we have absolutely nothing to do with old Acclaim. We just have the logo and the name.
Yeah, but it's us, though! Woohoo! This looks like the most interesting thing coming out of them since that. And then the other, you had mentioned two of them, from the mix. You had mentioned Wild Blue Skies.
That's
looking
the Star
very,
Fox
very cool.
Looking thing. That looks really good. Yeah.
That just looks like Star Fox, and the demo that I played, it was just Star Fox. So like, if that's what you're looking for, outstanding. It does look really good though.
It does,
like the art style, all of that, the animations in the game look really, really good. The other one you had mentioned was Pixel Washer.
Oh yeah, that looked kind of cute.
Yeah. And that's all. Like, it just looked kind of cute. But there was nothing like super huge, groundbreaking new stuff.
Nothing was just like, oh yes, I absolutely need this in my life immediately, if not sooner.
Yeah. Not for you, anyway.
Yeah. So let's see. What else we got? Like, obviously, I think we saved State of Play for last because that was the most exciting one.
Yeah, I think so
let's
too.
Get these smaller ones out of the way. I'm looking through Shack News right now. It looks like Shack News, there was a new trailer for the Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest. That game has been shaping up to look pretty dang good for a while now.
It does look very good. That's
hardly a new announcement. It's just nice to see it looking as good as it does. It looks great. There was a new trailer, it seems, for Toxic Crusaders, which is apparently still going to come out someday.
Maybe?
Do we have a
keep
release
hoping.
date? Just says coming soon. Wish list today. Okay.
I mean, I wish listed 2-3 years ago, I think.
Yeah, this one's been coming for a long time. And I appreciate that they went back to the drawing board on it, because all the other games were coming out and they were like, ours isn't as good as theirs, so we should do better.
Let's fix that.
Cool. Way to course correct. But geez, guys, it's been a while.
Now, the other good thing about that, though, is that, right, it's the Toxic Crusaders. It is existing. It's not like the He-Man beat 'em up missing the release window with the movie. Right, that is obviously like, fuck, if ever people were going to be talking about Masters of the Universe, it's right now with the movie coming out today that I still
it should be happening now.
Have not seen. Right, we should be playing that game tonight.
Tomorrow.
I think I'm going Sunday. But like, we should be playing that game tonight in like a special live stream after the show, but we can't because we can't have nice fucking things. Toxic Crusaders is not really tied to anything but your nostalgia for it, right? Like, I don't think they were trying to hit the Peter Dinklage movie that came out last year.
No, I don't think so.
You know, not that it's not the same audience, but that audience is there whether it came out then, now, or in the future. So, yeah. I am excited for it, though. I love a good beat 'em up. I love that property. I like the people involved. It looks great. Let's have it.
Yeah, let's have it, please. Let's see, the Latin American game show. Did you get anything super cool out of that?
There were a couple cool things that were there. I'm trying to think of so what I put everything on the wish list.
Before 4 demons from the portal to hell I opened are still in the favela, and now I have to save Mamadas from Ronaldo?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a whole lot.
That's a name. What was it? I have to see a trailer for this one.
There's a game called Castlebound that looked really cool. It had a very Paper Mario-esque vibe to it. Looked really, really good. The animation looked really good. There was this other game called Gunny Ascend that was towards the end of that showcase that I don't really
there was
know.
A lot of games here.
There's a lot in the Latin game showcase. And like I said, cool stuff. This Gunny Ascend looks like an interesting kind of Tetris action game that also has other game character franchises in it. As they were showing it off, there looked to be let me see if I can get where the other characters. It was towards the end, because now I can't remember. It's already all blended together, unfortunately.
Which is, again, the problem with these showcases. All right, so we've got Crewmate from Among Us. We've got...
Yeah, there you go.
What is this one? Wind and Water Puzzle? I have no idea what character that is. Or what game it is. That's my neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, so these are all
that one.
It's indie game shit. Yeah. But I thought this looked really cool.
This does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where's Shovel Knight? Huh?
Yeah,
I thought Shovel Knight was in all these things. Yeah,
I'm sure he will be. Give it a minute.
Mina.
Yeah, right. I thought that one looked cool. Castlebound looked cool from that one. Oh My Doug, was that from the mix or was that Latin? Because this one looked like a Ren and Stimpy cartoon. That one was very cool.
That was in the mix. Yeah, that looked pretty cool.
And then Arceus, Pure Imagination, that was in the Latin game show. This looks like a Wario style kind of game. Wario, Pizza Tower, Anton Blast kind of thing, but a cool art style where you're these different artists, and one's a painter and one's a musician, one's a dancer, one's a photographer, and they all have kind of different moves as you make your way throughout the world. It looked really cool. A good art style on that one too. But again, nothing where it was I don't see now. What the fuck do I know? I haven't seen the next Hollow Knight, the next Silk Song. Mostly because nobody has done anything with Mariachi Legends yet, other than the trailer they put out earlier this year. That's the indie game that I'm looking forward to this year. That shit looks incredible.
Right now I'm looking at the list of games from the women-led game showcase, and it looks like it's 150 games or something. Holy crap.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
I don't even know where to begin on this. Do you remember anything standing out to you from that one?
The one that stood out the most to me on that one was a game called Philosophy. It is a pinball adventure game. So,
okay,
the pinball is the character, and you play the platforming, for lack of a better word, is the pinball. The board, and you can play it co-op where one player controls the right bumpers and whatever the fuck else is there, launchers and all of those things, and another player would control the left. This looked like my kind of nonsense. You know what I mean? I'm going to be a pinball and make my way throughout this entire world. Yeah, I'm into that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It says use just 2 buttons to climb a colossal pinball table spanning the history of Western philosophy. Like, yep. I mean that's for me. We're gonna go do a bunch of philosophy bullshit with a pinball game. Yeah, I'm in. Good job.
All right, I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me at the accessibility showcase either. That's usually, I feel like there's not usually a lot of new games shown off on there. It's like, here are accessibility features in new games that you've seen elsewhere.
Which is awesome. Like, I love that that exists.
A good thing. I love that all these exist. They each seem to be fulfilling their own niche, and that's kind of cool. Yeah. I do wish there wasn't quite so much overlap, but things look like they're getting a little bit more centralized this year, at least. Not a lot of overlap.
I haven't seen a ton of overlap in the showcases that I've watched. A couple here and there, but for the most part, I've been relatively happy with that.
All right,
what was it?
Let's talk
2
about
years
the big
ago
ones.
where that was just. It was like, oh my god, like it's the same 8 games. Fuck.
Right? Yeah. Because there were tons and tons and tons of the little showcases, and a lot of those have gone away.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. So let's talk Summer Game Fest. That was the first. That was the one of the big ones. That's the one that just concluded right before we started tonight.
Yes.
So let me see if I can get to the beginning of actual Summer Game Fest. Or is this all Day of the Devs now?
I just tried to scroll back, and it looks like it's all Day of the Devs.
Let me see if I can do it from a different channel. Come on. Somebody else had. All right, it's not just streaming on like this channel. It's got to be streaming on other channels too.
The descriptive audio version looks like it's... Or no, that's... What the fuck? Yeah, the descriptive audio version is available to watch as a replay currently.
Okie dokie. Let's see.
So as you were looking that up, I did want to highlight how the Summer Jeffs kicked off with the Jeffiest of Jeffs out there talking about just how many games have released on Steam in the first 5 months of the year, and
like it's a good thing.
So they showed the stats, and it goes from 2020 to 2026. And I'm not going to read all of them because that's boring. But in 2020, there were 2,386 games released onto Steam within the first 5 months of the year. In 2026, there were 9,265 games released, which is fucking nuts.
It's too much.
It's a lot, man.
It all seems unsustainable to me. Like, there's just too much. Too many games.
Yeah. Now, they did follow that up, highlighting new games within the first 5 months that have over 1 million sales on Steam. And I thought this was an interesting list. So, Slay the Spire 2, Subnautica 2, which is very recent, Resident Evil 9, which came out in February, Crimson Desert, Mugenics, which Penn has, I think, 140 hours into or some crazy shit like that.
That's from the Binding of Isaac guy, right?
Yeah. Windrose, which I believe is still in early access. Forza Horizon 6.
2.
What's that?
Subnautica 2 is in early access, too.
Still early access. Vampire, I believe, is that other one. Super Battle Golf, Gamble with Friends, Vampire Crawlers, Far Far West, Heroes of the Olden Era, and Scritchy Scratchy. And what I thought was interesting about this list, as somebody who, again, is involved, there's a bunch of shit on here that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
I have no idea
Same.
what Scritchy Scratchy is. Heroes, Gamble with Friends, Super Battle Golf. I don't know any of those. Oh, Heroes of Might and Magic, Old and Error. All right, never mind. I do know that. And then is it Yap Yap? Oh yeah, it's Yap Yap, not Vampire. I was looking at it at a weird angle. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I do know what Resident Evil 9 is, though. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Shit. So good.
So speaking of Resident Evil, we opened things up with it was pretty boring at first. It was like an old lady answers the door, and I'm like, all right, and that just kept going for a while. Like,
Yeah,
wow, we really aren't exactly kicking things off with high octane. And then I figured out what it was. It's like, so we are doing the Code Veronica remake. I remember kind of liking, like, Code Veronica was the closest I ever came to liking a Resident Evil game before Resident Evil 4. I remember when I got it first day, it came out on Dreamcast, and it was pretty cool. And I recognize absolutely nothing in this trailer. So,
yeah, I mean, this looks very different. Very different from the original game. The Code Veronica has one of the coolest villain reveals of the series, with the who you think is the main antagonist. And like, I don't want to spoil it because the remake is coming up, but like, it's a very old game. But I still feel weird about it. That's weird. It's just got a very, very cool reveal. And this, especially after making almost to the end of 9 this past week, I am super fucking excited for this one. It still begs the question, though, when are they going to do Resident Evil like this?
That'll be last.
Like,
they still gotta do Resident Evil 0.
Just do the one. Do the first one.
That'll be last. That is funny that they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, like we've done, like they're actively avoiding it. It's very strange.
I swear 0 is going to be next. It's going to be too funny.
You're probably right. But that looked really good.
That looked really good.
I'm really excited for that.
And they followed it up with the one thing that I liked the most. This was by far my favorite part of the whole show.
Yeah.
And that was Studio MDHR, puppet Cuphead looking dude announcing that Cuphead 2, or a new Cuphead game, is in the works, like a proper sequel. Which, I guess I was kind of surprised that hadn't come sooner, because it's been out for a while. But
it's been out for a while.
Mighty Cuphead Adventure, which is like an NES style Cuphead game, which looks so good.
Yeah, I'm super into that.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited about that. That looks awesome.
Super into that. That looks cool. They make good shit. I hope it's a little more forgiving than Cuphead, because
as do I, yes.
Holy fuck, that game's hard. But
what I found interesting about this was that they very specifically said that this was a reference to the thing that inspired Cuphead in the first place.
Yeah.
Which I guess I never really knew that Mighty Mouse was such an inspiration for the original Cuphead, but I guess it really is. It does make a degree of sense, especially with this, Mighty Cuphead.
I submit to you, you have never actually seen anything from Mighty Mouse, then.
I used to watch Mighty Mouse a lot when I was a kid.
Really?
Just never really... Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when it was on Nickelodeon, I used to watch... I very much enjoyed Mighty Mouse. It just never pieced it together that... Because Cuphead just looked more like... I don't know. I focused so much on like kind of the lanky nature of Cuphead, and when I think of lanky, I don't really think of Mighty Mouse so much. But
I mean, that's fair. Yeah. But
it's obvious now. Like
I was going to say,
just one of those things that just sailed right over my head.
I mean, that's
because
fair.
They're cups and not mice. This just didn't piece it together.
I mean, they're cups, so like clearly it's not
a totally
similar.
Different thing.
It is a totally different thing. I don't drink out of mice often. Not filling up my mouse with coffee first thing in the morning. Maybe I should be. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know your life.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was my favorite part, and it was all downhill from there. Second announcement, and then everything. There was still cool stuff. There was still cool stuff for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't say it was all downhill from there for me, but it did eventually start going to like, okay.
Yeah,
as I feel with every Games Fest thing.
Yeah, they do this, especially a Summer Game Fest in particular, is just like, all right, here's a bunch of samey stuff, big AAA, hyper-realistic stuff in a row. And then they came out in between each one of them and been like, make sure you stick around. Don't leave. We've got cool stuff coming.
Please
Plenty
don't.
more cool stuff. Don't
Please
leave.
Don't. Because honestly, the third game they showed, I am so fucking excited for Alien Isolation 2.
Yeah, I figured that one for you. That looks good.
Cannot fucking wait. Alien Isolation is such a criminally underplayed game. And I think
I thought it was pretty popular.
It has gotten more popular over the years, but if I can call to carpet a particular website, IGN, when Alien Isolation released, IGN, now at the time, I would argue more trusted than they are currently. IGN, a monstrously popular site, gave Alien Isolation a 5.9 mediocre review. Yeah. And that is just wrong. It's objectively incorrect. And I know
they weren't alone.
I know reviews are subjective.
And Polygon gave it a 6.5 out of 10, so they weren't alone in thinking that it was less than amazing. But, most other, like Game Informer gave it a 7.75, but everyone else was like, 8s and 93 out of 100, and pretty high.
It's an 8. It's not a 10 out of 10. Like, I'm not saying that this game is a 10 out of 10, but less than a 6, like, it's one of those things where, like, you don't get out of bed for less than a 6. You know what I mean? Like, who's doing that? And it's just, to me, it's so crazy that this game received a score that low. And I have to think that it definitely hurt. But seeing this Alien Isolation 2, I am just so fucking excited. I love that franchise. Fuck, I love Prometheus. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. Like, I love the whole thing. I love the lore. Super into it. This looked great.
Yeah, I agree. That one did look pretty solid. I mean, obviously
and then the
not
next
for me,
one,
but the next
also
one, this was
super
really
duper for me.
interesting. I didn't know that the dude behind Ico and whatnot split from Sony. Did I know that?
Yes, we talked about it when they showed the first trailer for this, like 2 years ago.
Man, I forgot
2 or
all
3
about
years ago.
This game looks sick.
Sony killed that studio.
Right.
Like, they shut that studio down, which, like, why I know, look, Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, Last Guardian, not the most popular games in the history of the world. Not the most popular, but
they're
not Spider-Man.
Extremely prestigious.
But they are events. So letting him go, I think, was just a gigantic mistake. And this game,
couldn't agree more. This proves it. Look at it. This looks great. Besides the frame rate, which
cool
seems to be a thing with this studio.
Yeah.
This looks really, really cool.
Yeah. Gen Atlas, super duper high, like right at the top of like most anticipated. And it was when it was called like Project Robot or whatever the fuck 2 years ago.
Right. Now I'm remembering it. Now that you mentioned the name.
Yeah.
That is madness to me. Because it's not just that those games were events. They were such... they're such a part of Sony's DNA, you know?
They really are.
They are a big part of Sony, like the PlayStation identity. Yeah. Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and Last Guardian. Those were such pillars of that, you know, personality that you know, came about with the PS2. It's so strange to me that they let them go. But yeah, this game looks sick, and it's going to be on PS5, so...
Yeah, I mean, let's see. He was the director and lead designer of Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian. He did Last Guardian through his own company, Gen Design, but he was basically was Sony Japan Studio, and Japan Studio was shut down on April 1st of 2021. And that is the team that was responsible for Ape Escape, Loco Roco, Patapon, Gravity Rush, Knack, Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, Bloodborne, Astro's Playroom, and it was shut down and then kind of folded into what is now Team Asobi. So
yeah,
you know, they're still doing things, but
in decent hands. But those games, those properties, all those ones you just listed off are, you know, kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal, but yeah. I am Gen Atlas. Fuck yeah, super excited. And then, Chris,
the blood message.
Then we started the same game a whole lot. I feel.
Well, all right. So blood message was okay. Sure, looks like, you know,
it looks cool.
It looks cool. Doesn't look unique. Then there was Stranger Than Heaven, which I have not heard of, but apparently is a thing. It's got Snoop Dogg in it and Zombie Tupac, which I'm sure is just.
Fuck?
I'm sure it's just an AI reanimation of Tupac. Okay.
Yeah.
Just that
studio.
I don't care. I just don't care at all.
That studio doesn't hit for me. Like the Yakuza games, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean it looks incredible, and I know that people are like massive, rabid fans of this studio. And like Snoop Dogg came out and he was like, "Yeah, fuck, Tupac's in it. It's dope." And then also Death Row Games is a thing. We're gonna do something.
Sure you are.
We're gonna do it.
Then came Hex, the game with a bunch of metal stuff popped out of the ground.
Yeah, it looks fun. Penn was into that one. Dead by Daylight, 10th anniversary.
Daylight, yeah.
That looks like Dead by Daylight.
This game with, like, you know, build your own walkie tank thing in the desert and blow each other up. Like, I'm never gonna play it, but it looks kind of fun.
That looked kind of cool.
Neat little idea.
Sand Raiders of Sophie. Not a great, like, I don't know that name really captures.
Nah, it doesn't really roll off the tongue. And then this was what, a Black Flag remake?
Yes.
Is that what this
was? Careful.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced.
Yeah, which was funny because the title cut off because my video was not synced. Like,
I was
having synchronization issues all throughout the night.
Yeah, me too. The best, maybe, Assassin's Creed getting a remaster. Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know people are super excited for that.
Speaking of super excited, Platinum
Things
Games,
picked
The Last
back up
Ronin.
here.
I can't not be nervous about this because Platinum Games did that other Ninja Turtles game ages ago, right?
Yeah.
And that was not great. So, which Platinum Games are we getting here? Are we getting like A-Team Platinum Games or are we getting B-Team Platinum Games?
I like
the idea.
This one has been on the radar for a while. Like, this has been
for quite a while.
This is one of the ones where it's been like, they're going to make this announcement, like a full-fledged single player action adventure Last Ronin game is coming, and it's Platinum Games, and it's going to be like it. This has the potential to be really, really fucking good.
It really does. I will play this if I can, if it's on a platform I own.
Right.
I will play it. I just really hope it's good because I want it to be. And Last Ronin
What did you
was really
think
good.
of Last Ronin?
The comic book, that is.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of it?
What, the comic?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I mean it's an incredible story. It's
Yeah,
so
really enjoyed
heartbreaking and so, but also like so fucking poignant and fantastic. It's just great. It's just great. And the
fantastic
the
read.
narrative that's there.
Follow-ups.
Yeah.
Right, when there are more Last Ronin like follow-ups, I didn't read any of those.
I have not read any of those because I can't imagine what. Like, I'm good. You told me a wonderful, like, perfect little story.
I saw. I that was it. That was all I needed. That was a great story. It was perfect.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It would have been nice to see
that.
something. It's nice to see that it exists, but there was absolutely nothing even vaguely resembling gameplay. So
no.
You know, it's hard to be that excited about it, but the idea of it is quite exciting. On the opposite end of the spectrum, there's more Fortnite. And I'm sure people who like Fortnite are happy about that.
I am sure
not
they
one
are.
of those people, so I'm going to move along to... What the hell was this one? This was when I started making dinner. Okay, this was a Gundam game. I missed this one. Oh, it's pretty.
It looks great. I have just never gotten into Gundam. Mm-hmm. I hope it's amazing for the people that love Gundam.
Yeah. I picked back up with this game about a duck carrying eggs or something.
An extremely hard
game.
A 2-player co-op don't break the egg game. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to kill my kids and or wife.
Yeah,
so I'm not going to play that game.
That sounds like a really bad time. So I've got nothing for that.
Yeah.
I like that the name of the studio for the next game is That's No Moon. That's pretty great.
I thought that was the name of the game. So, like, we're watching it. Me, Penny, and Roddy are watching this, and we're like, that's No Moon. That looks pretty cool. And at that point, I paused it so I could make dinner, and then I came back and we hit play, and then it came up and said Crossfire, and I was like, wait, are these two different...
That's No Moon's a better name.
It is!
Crossfire was already a news show, and it was a news show and a board game. And neither of those things looks like this.
Great
and
board
then that
game.
dude came out with that weird ass mustache.
That's a great mustache. How dare you?
Yeah, I didn't say it was bad. I said it was weird.
I can't pull off that mustache, a bow tie, denim Carhartt overalls, and a velour jacket.
And whatever that shirt is he's rocking underneath it. That guy's. That's a look.
So many choices were made. But like the team that's behind this are like ex-Naughty Dog people. Yeah. So like I'm a little bit more interested. The name I think sucks. But the game looked interesting.
Agreed.
You know,
the adaptive hiding behind things.
Yeah, I thought that looked pretty cool. Then we got...
do we care about Control Resonant?
I think this game looks incredible, and I can't wait to play it, but it's been at literally every showcase, like every big showcase. So, since last year. So, like, cool.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I couldn't remember if this was new or not, because I just don't know anything about Control, and I know there was at least one, but...
Control's so good. So good.
Guild Wars is back. I wasn't aware that it left.
Me neither.
It looks pretty. It's a good game.
There are just certain things, like, I know myself well enough at this point in my life to where if a trailer starts off and it's like a new MMO, click. I literally don't need to watch anymore because it's just not for me.
I'm checked out. Yeah, that's not my flavor. So
Same thing
that's
where
fine.
it's like build, survive, craft.
Yep.
Click.
Nope.
No, thank
Sorry.
you.
I'm good.
Not for me. I hope it does well, and I hope you make all of the money. And people that love those games, I hope it's everything you've ever wanted in your entire life. But as soon
It looks like
as I see craft or survive, if your demo starts off with a fucking dude chopping down a tree, I'm fucking out. I'm just like, nope, this isn't for me. Cool. You also made a pixelated game with resource management and tree chopping. Awesome. I can't wait to not look at it again.
So Star Wars Racer is looking pretty good.
Man, this could be so fun. I hope it's fun.
I'm never going to play it because it's not on Switch 2, and I'm not buying a $900 PlayStation to play it, so...
No.
That makes me very sad that this... I mean, granted, it could very much be... If there's a Nintendo Direct next week, half these things that weren't on Switch 2 could be on Switch 2, and we just don't know it because they're saving that announcement for the Nintendo Direct, which is something that they do. So... It is. I guess I can hold out some hope. It doesn't look like this game's doing anything the Switch 2 can't handle, so...
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe.
No, it's a racing game, so it's not open world. It's all self-contained, and it's going by super fast. Like, yeah, the Switch 2 would take a certain fidelity hit, but no, I'm not seeing anything here the Switch 2 can't do. Like,
yeah. I mean, I would love if it came to everywhere. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, I would play a new Star Wars Racer game. It's got Sebulba!
Sebulba.
I'm betting heavily on Sebulba. He always wins. Yeah, this looks good. Good times.
Yeah. It does.
Epic Games Publishing. What was this one?
The Abyss, or We Will End the Abyss.
End of Abyss.
End of Abyss. Okay. October 1st. It was at this point where I was like, fuck. Everything, they really are just, everyone else is skipping November.
Yeah.
Everyone is skipping November.
Here's
have another game.
A GTA 6 problem.
Yeah. You know the problems I've been having with GTA 6.
Man, you got some serious ass GTA 6 problems.
They are the
we got
fact
this
that
boat
I
game.
don't give a fuck.
Last Harbor. Looks... it's
fine.
Horror fishing.
Yeah.
What do you think of this Virtual Fighter game?
So we're sitting there, and the kids are like, "You like Virtual Fighter, right, Dad?" And I was like, "Yeah, I really, really do." They were like, "What do you think of this?" I was like, "I think this looks like a game I'm not at all interested in, but maybe it might be super for me." I have no fucking idea what to think about this one.
I think it's a cool idea. I mean, why not make a action game out of Virtual Fighter?
But they're
sure,
but it looks like it's
Virtual
Fighter 6. Like, if you want to do, because like they highlight the
it's
V
a Virtual Fighter
right?
Crossroads. It's very, like, they're not giving it a number. It's Virtual Fighter Crossroads. It's a spinoff.
Well, yes, but the V and the I are a different color.
Yeah, I guess I see that.
I'm just saying, like, if it were just a spin-off...
I didn't notice that.
If it were just a spin-off, I think I would be way more interested in it. But, I mean, now, to be fair, I haven't played a Virtua Fighter game in a very long time. So, I don't really have a leg to stand on here.
Virtua Fighter 6. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not piece that together. Like I said, I was cooking dinner at the time, so I wasn't paying super close attention. Yeah, I mean, they added that, like, kind of story thing to, like, I kept thinking that story mode in Street Fighter 6 while I was watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe it is a Virtua Fighter game, and they're just showing off this storyline stuff right now. Right? And maybe there is, like
that could
Street
be very
Fighter
cool.
6.
Yeah. But I still haven't played Virtua Fighter 5, and that game came out. I haven't played much Virtua Fighter 5. I think I played it when it first came out.
For like 30 years, right?
Yeah, it came out back in like 2008, 9, 6, somewhere around there. And I played it like, but it's not one that I've played Virtua Fighter 4 more recently than I've played 5. So, you know, whatever that means.
I assume you don't care about RuneScape Dragon Wilds, right?
No, I mean, look, what did it start with? Fucking chopping down trees and building a house and eating a dick. That's what it starts for me. I was like, nope, no thank you.
All right, so this is where we get our first really weird Switch thing. The Switch 2 logo shows up, and you've got, like, the Nintendo Direct font little slide-in card on the bottom. Square Enix, Adventures of Elliot, Millennium Tales. Like, this is part of a sizzle reel from a Nintendo Direct. But it's Adventures of Elliot, followed by... Orbitals,
which
we
looks
know about
incredible.
Orbitals. Yeah, that game does look incredible, but we knew about that one. That one's been announced already.
Yeah.
And then there was Star Seeker from Devolver Digital. And
all of these are games that we knew about.
Yeah, that was it. Power Up Your Play, Nintendo Switch 2. Like, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? It was like a piece of a sizzle reel just shoved in the middle of this presentation. Stuck out like a sore thumb.
It really did.
Makes me think that there's an actual Nintendo Direct coming that was just pulled out of. But even if that's the case, fucking why?
Why?
It's pieces of a sizzle reel. Like, there was nothing there that was...
everyone knows
what we know about. So weird. And they did it again later in the showcase, too. We got Soul Frame Preludes. Okay, sure. What's this? The game where everyone's small. Grounded 2. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mafia,
the Old Country.
The Old Country, Man of Honor. Sure.
Expansion.
Jeff Keighley in his fancy jacket.
Jeffing it up.
What's this one?
Jeffing all over the place.
Here? This is a old
1666
Amsterdam. What? Okay.
Yeah, it again, like,
it looks like a quality product.
It looks like a very competent, well-made action game, but didn't really stand out all that much. And then the Saw puppet came out.
Saw guy came out, and Bloober Team is making a Saw game, but
cool.
Is this like deep Saw lore or something? Saw
I don't know.
Genesis.
I saw the first one. I was good after that. It's fine.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I also saw the first one, and it was very good. I very much liked the original Saw. I thought that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was good. I didn't need to see any more. Then we got more Lords of the Fallen 2, which I think they started showing that off last year as well. That looked fine. But then the big
Star
leak,
Wars game,
because this was leaked a bunch of different places. This Zero Company, looks cool. Anakin was there at the end.
Yeah, like, okay, this looks like okay.
I'm still waiting. For that great Star Wars game. I really like the Jedi games,
but they weren't full knockouts.
But they're not tens.
Problem.
You know.
So this started at 145. Where did this start? We're at like the 145 mark, and it ends at the. This was almost a minute and a half, but it still said, watch the full trailer on YouTube. This wasn't the full trailer?
No.
What?
Apparently not.
Okay. It seemed like a full trailer to me, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
But
I wish I could
Anakin,
get excited about it. Yeah, okay.
But
cool.
Anakin. Yeah.
I really wish I was more excited about it, but it just, no.
Yeah,
Dawn of the Bloodwalker.
It looked fine. this looks cool. I'm into this. But this, again, is something that we've known about for a while. Blood of the Dawnwalker. This is a September game. I believe September or October. Mm-hmm. Then we got the standalone Among Us murder mystery game, which that tracks.
Yeah, that looks cute.
That's fine. I'm not going to play it. Then I assume they talked about the cartoon
for the TV show. Yeah,
I fast forwarded past it because boy, do I not give a fuck at all. Not for me. I hope it's great. I hope it does wonderful. Maybe I will watch it.
It's on Paramount Plus, and I would like to steal it because fuck Paramount.
Yeah, that's very, very accurate.
More 007 First Light stuff. Balmo Return.
More
and then
Lenny
another
Kravitz.
one of these Switch 2 things.
Final
Fantasy 14 Online. Turok Origins. Armatus. And that's it.
And that
why? Again.
I know it was at that point where I really started to think like, man, I'm glad I own 2 other ways to play video games.
It was just such a strange thing to be stuffed in there because, like, it
really was.
They look like they're snipped from something else, and I'm sure they were. But why are they here? Why would Nintendo spend the money to put that here? Like,
again, for
put
games,
a new Star Fox trailer in here or something. If you're going to show off things we already know about, like, why not make waves with Star Fox on this stage? Why these games? Very strange picks.
Yeah,
and in a very strange way.
With no fanfare, with no Jeffrey being like, "Hey, check this shit out."
Because that they weren't. They're just like mini commercials. Like, it was a wad of nothing twice in a row for no real reason.
Yeah.
Aeon 2 looks pretty. I'm not going to do
Gothic
this all night.
remake.
Wuthering Waves. Okay. Capcom presents more Monster Hunter. Yeah,
this looks really cool. I mean, this I thought looked really, really great.
Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance.
I mean, Capcom is on a fucking heater, though.
They are. They're not fucking around.
They are just dropping fucking fire, as the kids say.
Yeah. We've got a new Mega Man in the works. They got Resident Evils all over the place. We got a new Onimusha coming. We'll talk about that in a bit. Like,
just
they're
saying,
doing well.
Dino Crisis the fuck out of me, please. That's all anyone wants. That's all anyone wants.
Swords of Legends.
This another Souls-like looking thing. Looked fine.
Hot Wheels game looks cute. Infinite Rush. Teasing Godzilla coming to the Sonic Racing game, and there's Sonic in what's this? Pico Park.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
I think Penn damn near shat her pants when she saw that. She saw Godzilla and started fucking freaking out, and then Roddy saw Evangelion and Pico Park and was like, "What the fuck?" Like, they were so excited by that part.
There is a very specific audience for that game, and it is your children.
It really is. Really, really is. And then they were like, "Hey, remember Attack on Titan?" And I was like, "I really fucking don't."
Yeah.
And moved on with my day.
Checked out and started eating some dinner. Some game called Clutch. Some war-looking game. What's this one?
Oh, I don't even really pay attention. Chronicles
Medieval. Sure.
Yeah.
Sign me up. And then there's this one. I don't know.
Then this dude sang into a fish for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't care for this at all.
Sea of Remnants.
Yeah.
This was something that was released like the first teaser for that, I think, was last year too.
Yeah.
I did like a bootleg review.
I want this Capcom Collectibles thing to be a thing. Like, I want a game of this, and I want Mustachioed Ryu to be in Street Fighter 6 because he looks incredible with that fake mustache, the giant Yosemite Sam mustache. That's amazing.
And did you hear how he threw the Hadouken at the end?
He did. What did he say? I heard it. Now I don't remember specifically what it was. Howdy Dukin.
Howdy Dukin. There it is. I was waiting for you to get there.
Beautiful.
Howdy Dukin.
Yeah.
Is incredible.
Yeah. Incredible. I need that to be a thing. Put that in Street Fighter 6. Some Hitman thing. Pal World looking
hold on, though.
Pokemon.
Hold on. Because the Hitman thing says Hitman, World of Assassination, The Wizard, featuring rap superstar and Muay Thai advocate, Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
And I don't know why rap superstar and Muay Thai advocate is so fucking funny to me, but that is so fucking funny.
It is very specific.
It's so fucking specific. It's who was the person who was like,
fuck Muay Thai.
No.
Does Muay Thai need advocates? Is it yearning for advocacy?
Mr. Khalifa's people were like, no. We talked about. Remember, I called you and we talked about adding Muay Thai advocate. I saw the dailies, and I just says rap superstar. I thought we were clear. He's not one thing. He is also a Muay Thai. It's really fucking funny to me. I don't know why.
It is intensely bizarre.
It is intentionally bizarre. Yeah, Pal World looking real fucking Pokemon, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's cool.
I forget who said it in the Discord. They're like, that's weird because that's not how a game plays, but they were just like really playing up the Pokemon aspect for this specific trailer. But hey, Wolf Among Us is back.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Wolf Among Us 2 and Wolf Among Us Remastered. If you've never read the Fables comic, you really fucking should.
I read some of it. Excuse me, it was pretty good.
It's great.
Let's see here. What was this?
Trackside. Some very stealthy, sexy Stellar Blade.
Stellar Blade, yes. With
it's a good game.
Just ass. Just ass the game.
That's all right. We were watching this. I think Roddy was like, "Oh God, what did he fucking say? I don't even remember." He was as the main character's like walking through and mentioning how she doesn't like to walk through crowds. He wasn't paying attention and he looked over and he goes, "Oh, I wonder who the main character is." I was like, "Yeah, she does kind of stick out, huh?" The one person
walking
not
through crowds. Well, you know what? If you don't want attention, maybe put some fucking pants on. I'm just saying.
Put some pants on and walk the same way everyone else is, you fucking weirdo. That being said, this looked very cool. Like very stylishly action forward, very cool. Which is what Stellar Blade is. So like, yeah. That makes sense.
I don't moving on to Street Fighter, I don't like Ingrid. I don't like that character, and I don't like her redesign for Street Fighter 6 even more. I don't get it. But
yeah,
this is a pretty cool DLC pack because it's, as far as I know, they're new characters.
Yeah,
like Yasmin,
Bosch,
Arjun, and Bosch. I'm pretty sure those are all totally original characters, and they look good.
So.
I really like their designs.
Look cool. Yeah,
and then Tifa. Okay, sure.
Tifa.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I gotta get this game smart crossover.
At some point.
I wish I'd like to say that I should too, but I know I'll never play it. Like, I just don't do fighting games anymore. I don't get out of them what I used to. I love watching them. I'm glad they exist, and I really love watching competitive play. I absolutely love watching it. Like Evo replays, I get super into it. But actually playing them myself, I just don't have it in me anymore. But I can't wait to learn more about these new characters. And I'm really curious to see how Tifa plays in the game. And then the big finish was, the next thing was the big finish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy VII
Revelation.
So, a long time
Looks
ago
good.
on this podcast, I was living in Staten Island at the time, and I remember saying on the podcast that if they remade, this is how long ago this was, if they remade Final Fantasy VII, and they just remade the game with updated graphics, like kept the gameplay, kept the story, the whole thing, they just remade the game, I would pay $100 for it. Right? Sight unseen, without question, I would pay $100 for it. By the time all is said and done, I will have spent $180 on this fucking remake. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited to finally have it, to play it through to completion. It's so different, yet also wildly the same. Like it's this really interesting thing that they've done, and I quite like it. It looks great.
Yeah, I'm giving it some consideration. The Switch 2 versions have been very technically impressive.
Yeah.
I liked the demo well enough, I guess. I don't like the original Final Fantasy VII very much. I like the story. I like the characters. I love the music. Just I find the game intensely dull. Maybe this, maybe this will be it. Maybe this is the thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
So,
we'll see what happens.
This thing that they teased at the end. This monster at the end.
Yeah.
Is
that not
I crazy?
In the original game?
Am I crazy in not recognizing that? Am I just too old at this point?
I never got far enough in Final Fantasy VII to know, so
okay,
beats me.
It's
a pretty big looking monster, though.
I'm wondering, because unless I'm forgetting something from the game, which, to be fair, I have not played through Final Fantasy VII in a very, very long time, I'm almost wondering if that is not a new gem weapon, like Omega Weapon and Ruby Weapon. Trying to see.
I don't even know what you're talking about. So
okay.
But this is what I was saying about Star Wars. Like, this game obviously doesn't look exactly like this, but this runs on Switch 2.
Right.
So, yeah, that Star Wars game ain't doing anything the Switch 2 can't do. So, why isn't it there? I guess we'll find out next week, theoretically.
Yeah.
Because this looks cool as heck. Like, I don't know. Maybe now's the time. Maybe I'll finally get through Final Fantasy VII by playing the remake.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was Summer Game Fest. It was pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah. It was fine. It was fine.
Yeah, and as Summer Game Fest goes, that's usually kind of what happens. I feel like Summer Game Fest usually has a something really good towards the beginning, and then kind of bores the crap out of me for a while, and then finishes on something interesting. So yeah, that kind of worked. But I think the big winner, I don't even think it's much of a contest. The big winner so far has been Sony. Their State of Play on June 2nd was just stellar.
Yes.
Like most of this stuff was not for me, but even just
at the State of Play,
at the State of Play, yeah, most of it was not for me. But like knowing what I know of like the PlayStation ecosystem, this was just such a good PlayStation personality situation here. Like this was just wonderful. Kicking it off with Wolverine, they did a great job. That game looks incredible.
It really fucking does.
Looks really like I wish I could play this one, kinda. I don't know if I'd be any good at it, because it looks like the kind of game that would just frustrate me really quick, but also I love Wolverine, and this looks really
He's so hairy.
Good. He's so hairy, and I love that it's like you're doing broad daylight stealth in a neon yellow outfit. Yeah. And And then he gets covered in blood, and that just makes it worse.
Yeah, really does.
He sticks out even more. He's like crouching down, hiding behind nothing.
Yeah.
What do we do? You are out in the wide open. There isn't even a twig nearby to hide behind. He's just crouched down, wearing neon yellow, drenched in blood, with screaming bodies behind him. Like, what are you doing?
Very stealthy. Very stealthy. It looks so fucking visceral, right?
It's
like
very violent. Yeah.
And they announced like a couple days after the trailer came out, they were like, there is an option to turn the blood and gore down or off.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
I mean, I wouldn't, but it's nice to have that option for a slightly younger audience to play it.
Well, but even as I was watching this, I was like, I mean, this is just an absurd amount of blood. It's distracting. It's so fucking comical. Like it's
not quite Army of Darkness, but it's knocking at the door.
Yeah, you get that Army of Darkness scale. It was a lot fucking further to the right than I think the game is actually aiming for. Yeah. Because, I mean, it is just buckets of blood. Yeah. It's insanity. But it looks so good. It looks so fluid. Like, it just looks so fucking fun to play.
Having Gene fight alongside you. I did think it was immediately obvious and weird that his suit healed itself. I like that he can heal himself, but also, like, the suit healing itself was a little strange. But, man, everything in here...
So the suit is nanomachines. Like, move on.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I mean? Like...
Fair enough.
But, yeah, that was my thought, too. Like, I was watching this, and I was like, that's a little weird that the suit is healing itself. But also, superheroes, nanomachines, half of these fucking...
But it doesn't always heal itself. The front of it is, like, all torn up. It was just the back that healed itself.
Yeah, it's a little inconsistent.
So, yeah. But,
But then the motorcycle shit looked
yes.
insane. Like, I'm just in. I'm so in. We're so back, Chris.
We
never left. We're so back. We're front. I'm so excited.
Why does Sabretooth look like he's wearing a tiara, though? What's going on there, buddy? What are you wearing?
I mean, that's as good as Sabretooth ever looks. I did like that there were a bunch of different, like, costume looks in this game.
Yep. I saw him in the classic brown, yeah.
He looked like Patch in the one scene.
It's got the coat and whatnot, the cowboy hat, and
September 15th,
that brown coat looked like straight out of the animated series. Like, this is firing on all cylinders. Well done. Good job, you.
This.
Kind of wish I had a way to play it.
Yeah.
But a PS5 is just not in my future.
No.
Way more important things to spend money on than a PS5.
Yeah.
Especially for, just one game.
Yeah.
But as we continued, so moving right along, we get more Marvel Tokon. Again, I'm never going to play this game, but I am going to watch the shit out of people way better than me play this because it looks incredible. I love looking at this game.
Yeah.
I
am considering buying the fucking arcade stick for this. Not even because I want to play it competitively or online or anything. I just want to play this way. Especially with the characters they showed off.
Magneto looks disgusting. Green Goblin. Holy, I was talking to Mike about this and he was like, I just can't see Green. Anytime I hear a voice come out of Green Goblin that's not Willem Dafoe, it throws me off. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I really do. That said,
it looks incredible. He looks so fun.
He looks so good with there's such a great take on his design. I love all the character designs they've done in this. Carnage looking again just brutally disgusting. He's a bit beefier than I usually think of Carnage, but again, this is Tokon's thing. It's a reinvention of the characters. They're not meant to be comic accurate.
Yeah.
He looks amazing. Oh God, this all looks good. Magneto's chucking cars.
Yeah.
Carnage is turned into a giant monster. Goblin with the pumpkin bombs and the glider, and Doom
like
just
fighting
looking like
with
Doom.
the glider.
Oh, love it. It's so smart. And it's really what's weirds me out about this is how much it is specifically calling back to Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, this isn't an MVC game, but like Dr. Doom's move, like he stomps his foot. That's very specifically MVC. The way Magneto does a launch, he crosses his arms, very specifically like MVC. Like, it is not shy about its inspirations. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's wonderful. This game looks incredible, and I cannot wait to watch competitive play because I'm just going to love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, off to a great start. Just 2 back-to-back absolute bangers, and then we get the leaks.
Sorry, one last thing on that. We still have one more team to be revealed. Ghost Rider's team. Yeah.
So who do you think we got? Who's on Ghost Rider's team?
Absolutely no idea, because I got to tell you, I was not picking Goblin or Carnage for Magneto's team, or for Dr. Doom's team.
For Doom's team? No, me neither.
Literally no idea.
Let's see. There were silhouettes, right? No, there were no silhouettes. I know you do.
I want it to be Sleepwalker. It's not.
I feel like
gonna
Blade's a shoo-in. Like, I don't know why. I feel like Blade is a shoo-in.
That could be very cool.
Who else could be in Ghost Rider's team? Moon Knight?
Yeah, I think Moon Knight's on there because we know Moon Knight's in it.
We do?
Don't we? Haven't we seen Moon Knight? Or am I crazy?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Could be both. I don't know. I can't picture Moon Knight in this game, but that would be, maybe I'm crazy. I don't pay that close attention, but yeah, either way, I feel like Moon Knight and Blade and like you know what? Fuck it. Moon Knight, Blade, and Sleepwalker, right? Why not?
There you go.
Deep pull. Make it happen.
Yeah, I can't. I'm still trying to look at like shit for this fucking Final Fantasy trailer because I feel like I'm missing something obvious, and maybe I'm just completely brain farting, which is a thing I do. But what the fuck ever, it doesn't matter. I don't care anymore. So fine.
This was leaked. Rayman Legends remake. It's beautiful.
Sure.
I like Rayman Legends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it. They're not for me. It looks great. I know it has lost a lot of the charm, like of the animation style of the original. That being said, like I thought this looked good.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid take on the charm of the original by like making it polygonal but adding that kind of detail to it. Like it's not quite there. And yes, as Grums pointed out on the interwebs, they gave the tween barbarian girl, they gave her a breast reduction, which is censorship. You can't have your Rayman titties. That's not acceptable. That's censorship.
It's not an actual thing that happened, is it?
Yes, it is. You didn't see that. Yes, Grums complained. No. Because he took a close-up screenshot of the original Barbara and the new one.
Why?
It's like they gave her a reduction. Censorship.
Why?
Exactly. How did you even notice? Why did you notice that? I didn't notice that, and I played through Rayman Legends. I didn't
because
notice.
We're talking about it. That's why. Because he does this shit, and we talk about it. And by we, I mean all of us.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
No, this looked pretty cool. I would have rather they just made a new one, but okay.
Yeah.
Rayman, so that's the thing. This is one of those games like, okay, well, why are we remaking this one? It didn't look bad in the first place. Like,
right.
I see that you've got this new engine, but this isn't adding anything to the original one was a perfect expression of exactly what it was intended to look like. It was hand drawn, it was perfectly animated, it was beautiful. Like, this isn't like taking a pixel game and reimagining it with fancy new graphics. It's like, it's just a different coat of paint to the same game.
Yeah.
So why not just make a new one at that point? I don't know. It's weird to me. We got a Dave the Diver prequel about Bancho the sushi chef?
Yeah.
Sure. I guess.
Yeah. Not for me.
I don't know. Yeah, not for me either, but sure. That's kind of weird. What was this next one? This what was this?
Oh,
it's
maybe
like running around the city. I thought this was like I couldn't really get a grip on what exactly this was. It's like I thought it was like a hero shooter kind of thing, but then they were like it's up to 3-player co-op. So is this like actually a Kemori? Is this a single player thing that has like a multiplayer aspect to it? It looks really neat. I think
so. I think it looks really cool.
It's not my kind of game, but it's stylish as hell. Like this looked really, really cool.
Yeah, this looked really, really neat. And like as I was watching this one with the kids, they were like, "Oh, like it's 3-player, like all 3 of us could play." And I'm like, "I don't know, fucking DualShocks are like $80, so maybe not."
Yeah,
because I only have 2 kids.
Take out a mortgage, get a job.
Right. I think that thing at the end was Diamond Weapon. Okay, I'm done. Now I'm really done. Now I'm really
done. Sleep tonight.
I think so.
Bed.
Fuck. I think that. Yeah. Anyway. God, I'm stupid. Anyway, Kemuri looks really cool, and I love the developer that they brought out was like super into it and fun because like that is one of the things that I would say that the indie game showcases are missing is that a lot of the conversation around the games is fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of it is just like, and this is my game, and this is why I'm making it, and...
We worked really hard on it.
Yeah, we've put a lot of time and effort, and we really hope you enjoy it. And, like, all that stuff's fine. But this girl came out, and she was like, fucking wow, doing, like, the vision thing, and, like, being cool and quirky and fun, and, like, I was more excited for this game after watching her be excited about her game.
Yeah.
You know?
That's cool. That's kind of what you want.
Yeah. This just looks wild as shit. I'm into it.
What do you think of this Tomb Raider game? I've never been a Tomb Raider fan, so this is a remake of the original Tomb Raider.
So, if I could be so bold, Chris, I do not think the original Tomb Raider games are good. Like at all. At all. They were fine at the time, but like even looking back on it and thinking about like how people reacted to it back then, it was like okay, sexy adventurer chick, like I get it, but triangle tits. Like what are we doing? You know, and like doing the certain button combinations so that when she pulled herself up on the ledge, she would do the slow walk over and like all that shit. Like, and it was cheeky and it's fun and it, you know, the games are fine. I don't think they were great games. They were fine. I never really loved the discourse around them. You know, then when that reboot trilogy happened, I was like, yes, this is fucking great. These are amazing games. I love these. So if this can be a fun marriage of those two things, then I'm super, super into it. You know, I don't love the Amazon Game Studios because, you know, I just try to forget how involved in my life Amazon is. But, like, she's running around and she's got both pistols and she's shooting at dinosaurs and, like, yeah, I'm in. Like, I'm gonna play it.
I am not.
Yeah. I really hope it's a nice marriage of those two. That's what I want it to be.
Speaking of dinosaurs, there were two, like, girls fighting dinosaurs games in a row. The next one was The Lost Wild.
Yeah, this also looked really cool. Like, this again looked like, you know, like, come on, Capcom. Just make Dino Crisis. That's all anybody wants.
How did you feel about Phantom Blade Zero?
This game, I think, looks awesome. And what I like about this game versus the other games that look like this that have been shown off is that this looks like it has the style and the cadence of like a Shaw Brothers kung fu film. And that's
it did seem to have a bit more of a personality to it.
It has that kind of like that herky-jerky stutter step almost because we've seen this game a few times, and each time they show it off, it seems to have, it's just got that little bit extra, like it's something you talk about a lot with like with Nintendo games of like what separates Super Mario Brothers Wonder from Rayman Legends. Right, Rayman Legends is very, very good, but it's not Wonder. And maybe that's not the best example because I haven't played both of them, but that's extra little bit that Nintendo does, whatever that little magic thing is. I feel like this game had that over, like, broke it. What was the one that was just in Summer Games Fest? Like, I've already forgotten the name.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
You know what I mean? Like the Chinese mythology based one, and then the Japanese mythology, or maybe not even mythology, but like Broken Sword, where whatever that one was, or Blood,
something Messenger.
Yeah, it just looks like it has that extra little bit that's going to make it stand out. Like Stellar Blade had that, in a bunch of Souls-likes games. Stellar Blade had that extra little something. I mean, they obviously think very highly of it. It's getting its own state of play later. So they clearly care about it. They've got big plans for this. So
I hope it pans out for them. Because, me too. I'm excited too. That's good. That's good looking stuff. What was next?
Dune.
Dune.
Dune Arrakis. Never read the books. Have not seen any of the movies.
Same.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Looked great.
Also not for me is Dynasty Warriors.
No. I have never really enjoyed these games. That being said, this looks like a really cool version of a really popular game.
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors 3, I remember that being a big deal.
I am sure people are excited about this one.
No Rest for the Wicked.
Yep, this looks fine. Not really a thing for me. I'm not into the Baldur's Gate-y kind of things.
Same.
But then
as soon as I'm watching this, like, man, Dan's gonna be a happy camper because this looks good as shit.
It does. I have not downloaded the demo.
Onimush has never been my bag, but boy, does this look good.
Yeah, this looks really,
and I'm so glad
good
to see this series still alive.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. Again, Dino Crisis.
Capcom is on a tear.
You've done it, Capcom. You brought Onimusha back. We're all excited. Give me a fucking dinosaur. Yeah, this looks incredible. I'm going to play the demo this weekend. I did not want to start this demo and just like get lost in it while I have not finished Requiem. I wanted to finish Requiem first.
Okay. That's fair.
So, but yeah, this looks just fucking incredible. I cannot wait for this game. And again, like this, September. Like, fuck, dude. All right. Cool.
Then Konami following up with the new Silent Hill, which...
also looks very good. Very good.
And then Namco.
Penn was really excited about this one because Resident Evil 9 was purchased for her birthday by one of our listeners, which was so wonderful and generous. So we have been playing it as a family, and kind of like taking turns and like switching on and off. And that's been really great. So she's kind of in this kind of mode right now. And this came on and she was like, we're doing this next. And I was like, are we though? Because this doesn't come out until September. So like, we're just not playing games from June to September. Got it. And
then Namco dropping a new Ace Combat on us, which looks spectacular.
It really does.
God, these games always look so good.
I've never been able to get into them. I really want to.
Same here. Like, I've heard the storyline in these games is just absolutely bug nuts, and
yeah,
I kind of want to mess around with that someday. But boy, these every time I see a trailer for an Ace Combat, I'm like, geez. And even when they were doing them like on other platforms, like remember when they did like an Ace Combat for DS or something, and be like, holy crap, how did you do this?
What wizardry are you guys working over there? Yeah, it looks incredible. Looks incredible. That October, that one comes out on my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to you.
Then, this one might have been the one that it's not what I was most surprised by, but I am so pleasantly surprised by how excited I am for this one.
Were you talking Stuntman?
I am talking Stuntman Hollywood.
That's great. I was like, oh man, they brought Stuntman back. Yeah.
It looked cool, and then Kit showed up, and then Mad Max showed up, and then Back to the Future showed up, and I was like, what the actual fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, what is this Hollywood game? This is Stuntman. I was like, oh shit, Stuntman's back.
Yeah.
Look at PlayStation reviving old brands. You never see that.
No.
That was very cool.
That looks awesome. Very excited for that. This next one looked very gross.
Yeah, ill. Like, okay.
Yeah. Lot of gross. A lot of gross happening there.
Leaf.
Control. Resident.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, look at that. That same game.
That game looks incredible. I can't wait to play it. Control was great. Remedy makes really good games.
Bungie dropped, what was this one? Marathon?
The Ball?
Marathon Nightfall, is that already out?
Yeah. I believe it came out that day. Boy, just what a way to waste $3.8 billion fucking dollars. Man. It just... We've said it a bunch of times, and I know we've gotten some pushback on it, and like that's fine. Bungie is a Microsoft studio.
They will never not feel that way.
It just is.
Rare will never feel like a Microsoft studio to me either. It's just one of those
Rare
things.
is a Nintendo studio. Double Fine is a PlayStation studio. I don't know why that's the case, but it just is. It's okay that it is.
More. Yeah.
You know, but like looking at something like Marathon, that feels like that should be part of Xbox's identity. Phantom Blade Zero, Wolverine, that's PlayStation's identity, not Marathon. Like, it just isn't. It's okay. You know?
Hey, there's that RuneScape Dragon Wilds game again. I don't care. We're getting some PS2 games. We're getting Gitaru Man and Psyops, and what was the third? Oh, Onimusha.
Yeah.
Dawn of Dreams.
Fucking awesome games. Psyops, if you've never played it. Oh, God, Psyops is so good. I love Psyops so much. I can't wait. Cannot fucking wait.
This game, on the other hand, I didn't think looked very good at all. The Until Dawn 2...
I thought it looked like more Until Dawn, and I am just very excited for that. I agree with you.
It didn't look very good.
It does not look great. The faces look off.
Yeah, just didn't quite look right. But okay.
I fucking love those games. I'm in. They are also Tiff's favorite shit. So we will definitely get it. Because she loves them so much. But I was,
the Big Fish.
Very pleasantly surprised. But then,
tell me, give me your feelings on this whole situation. This entire situation that we ended with.
The biggest takeaway that I had from this was that somehow, after playing through God of War and Ragnarok, after losing my mind at the reveal that Atreus was Loki at the end of it, and knowing that Kratos' wife's name was Faye. Loki's mother not making the Laufey connection really made me want to turn in my card of being like, you know what? Maybe I'm done. You know, I don't feel like it's quite as bad as Cuphead and Mighty Mouse, but I feel like it's pretty fucking close.
It seems obvious now in hindsight, but like, yeah, I mean, this game, I think it's a clever enough thing that you could have pieced it together, but I think a lot of people are with you on that. They didn't see that coming either.
Just didn't see it, and it's so fucking obvious. It's so right there. I love that this game starts right like Kratos has buried her and she has gone to the afterlife, and Deborah Ann Wall wakes up and is fucking confused and doesn't know what's going on. And like, we know in this world that they've built that death is really only just a transition. It's not really a thing. So this makes perfect sense. She looked incredible. I loved that she was kind of like stumbling around at the beginning of it as she's like getting her bearings. And she's like doing super crazy cool platforming shit and then being like, whoa, fuck. All right. And then just the more that this trailer kept going, I was like, this looks really fucking good. This looks like this looks really good. And I really like Deborah Ann Wall. She is a huge nerd. Which I think is great that she's in this, because I feel like, you know, she is a DM. She's a fucking dungeon master. You know, like I'm sure you've seen that video of her talking to Bernthal and like just starting a D&D campaign with him with nothing. You know, like
she's a huge nerd. She's gorgeous. She's fucking Karen Page and Daredevil. Like,
so cool. Yeah. And then, like, the combat starts, and she's, like, the fucking weird plant vine monster. I was like, all right, this is pretty fucking cool. But then, once we really got to, like, the bulk of the cinematic trailer, right? Because this was a lot of cinematics, which is fine. I don't give a shit.
John was like, is there any actual game here, or is this, like, a movie?
There will be plenty of game. But this is just the way, like, these got a lot of the modern games play, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't play a lot of games like this. So I was explaining to him, like, no, this is what a lot of modern games are, is just a lot of sitting and watching a movie. And then you get to play sometimes.
Yeah. But, like, as soon as we jumped out, and it was like, all right, so there's some weird shit happening, because, like, none of this looks Norse. Like, none of this looks Greek. This looks like Taiwanese gods. And then I'm watching I'm like, what the fuck is that animal that's over there? These soldiers look very strange. This dude that's in this like cage, that doesn't look right. And then an Egyptian goddess shows up, and I was like, all right, I'm fucking in. I'm so in. I'm done, sold. And then it continues to happen. More cool shit continues to happen. And then Frank, the talking gelatinous cube, who I know who's voiced by Huey. I know it's been relatively divisive online. When I tell you, me, Tiff, and the kids are sitting there watching this, and the sheer joy that was on all four of our faces as they're doing the big fight at the end of the trailer, and Frank is just dropping elbows off the fucking top rope and like just bouncing around. I think this looks fucking incredible. I agree.
So I was really impressed by this. I thought it looked awesome. Obviously people are pissed because it's not big beefy Kratos, and people are already complaining about there being some degree of levity in the dialogue. Like, oh, they Disney-fied it. It's I've seen that God of War things. Like, oh my god, some levity is not the end of the world. Like, it is okay for a God of War spinoff to not be 100% dour all the time. It's okay. This is what the levity is, what gives weight to the drama. Like, if you play this, you play the first 2 games, then you play this, and then you play the inevitable next God of War game, and it's all seriousness, it's gonna hit heavier because you had a tiny, tiny bit of levity in between. And that's not even to say that this is all quips and goof, like this isn't Guardians of the Galaxy, which I fucking love Guardians of the Galaxy.
I do too.
That's not what this is. Like, it's okay that there was some levity in this game. I'm sure it's going to have plenty of weight too. And I've been really enjoying, and again, I haven't played the other God of War games, but I've been really enjoying how there seems to be theories on what specific spot of the previous God of War games that part where Kratos showed up for a second was. Because there are apparently bits from those other games where that could totally be lining up, like Kratos went into a thing and then he was there and then like he poofed back.
And how many other times is that going to happen? Is Faye the one who blows the horn at the beginning, or not the beginning, but in the middle of like the God of War reboot that summons Jormungandr, that summons the fucking World Serpent? Like there's so many interesting opportunities to kind of weave these things together. And also this was the first 20 minutes of the game. Like,
yeah, there's a lot to go.
We don't know what this cube is. Could he stay this gelatinous cube the entire time? He could. I don't think he's going to. I don't care if he does, because I want them to tell the story that they're interested in. You know, like the sword. Is that Excalibur? Is it tied to Merlin? Maybe. Like, where's the line? I mean, other than obviously being Christianity, where is the line?
You say obviously. I'm waiting for it.
Because, like, there's somebody walking around Book 8 of Dungeon Crawler Carl with a fucking Uzi Jesus action figure. So, like, where exactly is the line, you know? Because if we've got, I believe that, like, dragon guy, I believe that is a Taiwanese god. I could be wrong. I have avoided basically all online discourse about this because I assumed a lot of it was going to be the, you know, just shit about it being a female lead, and it specifically Deborah Ann Wall, and, you know, those sorts of things. And the talking cube part, like, I figured people were just gonna be like, this isn't my serious, sexy, bald man, fuck off, bruh. You know? But, like, as we just covered, there is so much of that coming. There's so much of that. There's so much beige that Summer Games Fest showed off. So much. Like, go play that. Go Lords of the Fallen. Fucking whatever the fuck else. Like all those games that are that thing. Like you want Seared, then play that. I thought this looked fucking incredible. I cannot wait for this. There was only...
it's an interesting take on an already interesting series. You know, it's...
Yeah. There was one thing, though, that drove me absolutely fucking insane, and I don't even want to say it because I feel like it's the type of thing that might ruin this for somebody else. But she casts magic with her left hand, and the action to trigger that is the R2 trigger. And as I was watching it, my brain fucking no, stop. Like I twitched a little and like I short-circuited every time I saw that. Maybe that's just a me thing. I don't know. Fuck, Frank just came in from left field again. That's so fucking good. Yes. More of this. I'm in.
Great job, PlayStation. Great job. This is what E3 used to be. And if this were an E3 showcase, it would be they would have released. They set the fucking table. They set the tone. Let's see how Microsoft and Nintendo respond. But they set the tone all right.
were dropping heat.
That they were.
I can't wait. This showcase has me considering trying to work an extra shift over the next couple of months so that I can trade in my PS5 and upgrade to a PS5 Pro. And this is the first time I really, really feel that way. I know I said it for Saros, I really wanted to see, but after watching Wolverine and Onimusha and now God of War Laufey, I was like, fuck, maybe I might have to try and make that happen. Because I want to experience these in the highest, fidelity and all of that shit. So, I don't know. We'll see.
We shall see. But with that, we are going to take ourselves a bit of an overdue break. We've been at this for almost 2 hours now.
Have we really?
My time on my video says an hour 47. I don't know how much of that was actually the show, but yeah, we've been cooking for a while now because it's that time of year. So we're going to take a quick break, come back, we'll check in with week-old news, and finish out the night sometime late or early.
Yeah. We'll see.
You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer Podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andy. Neither of us are David Crane, but we are the hosts of David Crane's Amazing Movie Time.
That's our monthly Geekade Patreon exclusive podcast that covers movies that are cult classics, weird, or just sometimes laughably bad.
We ourselves have at least two of those qualities, so I guess it makes sense to hear what we think of those movies in retrospect.
You can hear all that and more by becoming a Geekade Patreon supporter.
And, as always, be kind, rewind.
We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org.
All right, everybody, we're back. Got myself some chocolate milk, said goodnight to the kids, and yeah, it was a pretty long first segment, so let's get to work, shall we?
We're gonna rapid fire the news.
Looking real nice. Yes, we're gonna rapid fire the my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment. Strap yourselves in for week old news.
Start us off,
Welcome
Kris.
to week old news. Welcome to week old news, where we discuss all the news that was new a week ago. Time extension reports. A small tribute to one of my favorite games, Game Boy Tetris, is being ported to Sega Genesis. Because why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Just why not? No, I think that's very, very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
Extremely silly.
I think. I don't really understand.
Sounds
why?
Weird. Yeah, exactly. There are plenty of ways to play Game Boy Tetris on a television, including right now on Nintendo Switch. But hey, why not? It's freaking weird.
It is weird. You know what else is weird, Chris?
What's that?
GameSpot reporting that Nintendo Crocs are here and they look incredible. If you think these Crocs look bad, you are wrong, according to them. I think Crocs look like shit, while also admitting that they are unfathomably comfortable.
I have never worn Crocs, but I also agree that I don't think they look very good. I don't think these look particularly great either. I don't know.
Well, they look like Crocs.
They sure look like Crocs.
So that's one of the big issues.
Did you notice that they have the pink tax? The peach ones are $10 more than all the rest of them, or not all the rest of them, but
yep.
Why?
Yep.
I guess why the Bowser ones are more expensive because there's like shit all over them. But
yeah,
the peach ones just.
The only ones out of this collection. So there's Mario, Bowser, Peach, Yoshi, and then like Super Mario Brothers. The Bowser ones are green and red and have a bunch of spikes on the front. The Peach ones are pink and like sparkly pink on the heel, and like the sole of it, they have like a little like her dress, like the ruffle at the top. Those are pretty cute. The Mario ones are just stop it. They have fuzzy hat brims like at the front of them. Just stop. The Super Mario Brother ones, I guess, are fine. There's a lot of color going on with them, and like obviously you don't have to have all these little gibbets and shit in there, but I suppose you could. The Yoshi ones, I think, are actually kind of cool looking because they're red and green. Like they're mostly green. They have an orange sport band on the back. There's a little white detail like the egg in the front, and a little red in the back. Those I think are actually a nice looking piece of footwear. But also not for $80. Fuck you.
No, hell no. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Under no circumstances will I be spending $70 to $80 on a pair of Crocs.
No. I do highly suggest that you spend money on decent footwear because if you are on your feet all the time, as I am. I have a pair of Brooks, and they have made a massive difference in my life. And they were like $140, which isn't even that crazy for a pair of sneakers. But they have made a tremendous difference in how comfortable I am standing at work all day. That being said, Crocs are not that.
Shoes are very important. What else is pretty important, or at least pretty cool, is Retro RGB reports introducing the Morph 2K. So the Morph 2K is a cheaper version of the Morph 4K, and that just does 1080p. It's about $200. It's got it's an upscaler with some analog inputs, and it's like a more budget friendly, like not that much more. The Morph 4K we sell for $275. So $75 cheaper can get you something that is not quite 4K, but maybe you don't care if it's 4K, like me.
Do you need NES games at 4K? No, is the answer to that question. There is an answer.
The answer to that, yes.
No is the answer. Is it neat? Yes. Is it necessary? Absolutely not.
So this is, I love this. I love that there's another option. I hadn't heard that this was happening. I have to assume that we're going to be carrying it because we carried the Morph 4K. We haven't had a Pixel FX order in a little while. We've been out of Morphs, I think, for a while. There's something from Pixel FX that we were out of. No, are we out of Morphs? Yeah, we're out of Morphs. So, we'll see. Either way, I just thought it was cool. Cool.
200 feels like the right price point for that kind of device too. For like everything that 275 feels a bit, I know it's 4K and whatever, it feels a bit much. I understand things cost what they cost. I'm not trashing our site. 200 feels better to me.
Right. Well, 274 was, I think that was in, I think that's supposed to be, I don't know if comparable is the right word, but it's like the retro tinks are like the same kind of thing, and they're spicier than that.
Much, yeah.
But I also think they're like pretty high end stuff, and there's a lot of support involved in them.
Yeah.
So
which is great. I mean,
yeah, it is great. It is an aspect of this hobby that I don't know enough about. It's just not something that really clicks with me as the real nitty gritty of why all these things are the way that they are. But
yeah,
I like seeing more options, and since we carry the morphs, that one makes me pretty happy.
Yeah, buy them, you fuckers. GameSpot reports that Switch 2 is getting a consumer-friendly upgrade in Europe. This is really just how this shit should be, in my opinion, fucking everywhere. So a specific set of regulations comes into effect in Europe on February 18th of 2027. Nintendo has announced that it will comply with it because they don't have a fucking choice if they want to do business there. According to the legislation, consumer products with built-in batteries will now be legally required to be removable and replaceable, which means that new Switch 2 consoles being sold in Europe will have removable and replaceable batteries. Yes. Yes. Everywhere. I don't know why we got to keep waiting for Europe to do shit first.
Yeah, right.
Like,
they were the one that standardized USB-C on phones, right?
Yep. They were like, no more, enough with all your fakakta fucking proprietary bullshit. Stop it. No.
Zappy lightning cables. No. USB-C it. Let's go.
Just done. Just be done with it. And I mean, really, it is the consumer-friendly move. Right, these batteries should be replaceable. Now, I understand the argument against it of it opens it up to shitty batteries and people mishandling them and all of those things, right? Buy your batteries from reputable sources and all of that. Don't buy cheap batteries, obviously. But you should still have the option.
Hard agree.
Big win.
Time Extension, speaking of big wins, Time Extension reports, quote, "It was magical. The Vectrex Mini gets the blessing of the original creator as game lineup is revealed. Jay Smith is now a consultant for Vectrex and future Vectrex-related projects."
That's awesome.
It's just heartwarming. This guy was really happy to see it. The quote here, let's see. David Ogia?
Sure.
The guiding light behind the resurrected Vectrex. He says, "My goal was to secure the rights for the launch-era Vectrex games originally developed under Smith Engineering in 1982, but even more importantly, I wanted Jay Smith's support and guidance for the future of the project. You simply cannot build a new Vectrex console without the blessing and support of its original creator. It took us several months to finalize our agreement, and I used this opportunity to travel to Colorado to meet Jay in person, and honestly, it was magical." So that's wonderful. This nice old guy.
Yeah, that's great.
He's, let's see. Ogia adds that despite being 86 years old, Smith has remained a child at heart. He's constantly smiling, incredibly curious, and still deeply enthusiastic whenever you talk about the Vectrex and the return of his beloved console. That's just wonderful. The lineup of games. Let's see. The line of games, we have 13 of the 14... There's going to be a 14th mystery title, but we've got Mindstorm, Bedlam, Blitz, Fortress of Narzad, Heads Up, Polar Rescue, Spike, Spinball, Web Wars, Clean Sweep, Hyper Chase, Berserk, and Zombie Apocalypse. That's a pretty good lineup right there.
That's a solid... The more I hear about this thing, the more I really kind of want one. Because it's so quirky and weird, It is super quirky and weird. If I had $1 million, if I had the opportunity, like I have a Vectrex with a multi-card, I'm okay. But this thing, if I were
like
in fact
have a little mini
Bare
guy.
Naked Ladies song,
exactly, then I would love to spend the money on something this ridiculous. I hate to not see Pole Position on there. I hate to not see Star Trek for obvious reasons, but hey, this is a cool little device. The fact that there's a mini Vectrex to begin with is so completely insane.
It's absurd.
Yeah, I just love it.
Time Extension reports that firework thrower Kantaro's 53 Stations of the Tokaido has been announced for console archives. Camel Tree is also announced for console archives. The big story, though, sorry, I'm reading this backwards. I don't fucking know why, because I'm tired. Camel Tree or Camel Tree?
I always thought it was Camel Tree. This is off the wall. This is on the ball. The game that you didn't play
is heading to Switch, PlayStation, and the Xbox. It is a 1990 arcade maze game. It is coming for the Arcade Archives 2 releases. This is really cool.
Yeah, I thought this was funny because it was such an obscure game that we played for the Alphabet Super Series, and now the arcade version is coming to Switch, which is great.
Yeah. And also, firework thrower Kantaro's 53 Stations of the Tokaido also being included. I just wanted to read that name a few times. It looks absurd.
Why not? Fucking
firework
yikes.
thrower Kantaro's 53 Stations of the Tokaido. Yeah, I fucking dropped the ball big on that one.
Yay.
I'm sorry. I screwed that up entirely. The Knicks game is just... Have you, Chris... I know you're not a basketball guy.
Sure not.
I would encourage you to turn on the Knicks versus the Spurs, though. Just so that you can gander at Victor Wembanyama. I don't know if you've heard his name, Wemby, the player for the Spurs. He is... he's on the bench currently, so don't turn it on right this second. He is 7'5".
That's a lot of dude.
And he moves like a dude, like nobody that size should move. You know, like, I don't know if you ever watched Manute Bol back in the day. Like, he was this huge, big, lanky string bean guy, and he could block shots, but he couldn't.
No.
He couldn't really move. You know what I mean? Like, Wemby moves like a fucking guard. It's absurd it's distracting to watch. A human that size, it takes him 2 steps to get from the 3-point line to the basket. It's fucking nuts to watch. Because even a player who is 6'5", right? 6'5" is a gigantic human. Wemby is a full foot taller than a 6'5" person.
And he's on the blue team?
No, he is on the white team. He is on the Spurs. Okay. There is no not seeing him when you see him. He's currently on the bench. On the blue team. On your New York Knickerbockers, Chris.
I'm not mine.
Well, you don't like the Sixers.
I don't like basketball.
Terrible.
I don't think the Sixers are mine either. Nintendo Life reports Vampire Survivors wet update is coming soon. Here's everything.
This might be the best trailer that has been released this entire time.
Oh my god. So it's an underwater stage. New characters with a bunch of skins. Quote, an unnecessary amount of fish weapons.
Yes, unnecessary amount.
Whipped tuna, heavenly tuna, freshwater tuna. Yes.
There appeared to be a Sharknado at some point in the trailer.
Yes, indeed. That's one of the weapons. Let's see. It's it's just called it's called Tornado.
It's tuna?
Tornado.
Oh boy.
The description is whipped tuna. Just, just love it. I just love it.
As John Oliver said, about one of my favorite things in the world. Pro wrestling is better than the things that you like. And he is absolutely correct. Except if the thing that you like is Vampire Survivors, because Vampire Survivors is just better than the things that you like.
It's just wonderful. Vampire Survivors is the things that I like, and it's wondrous.
And
Wet
even
update.
Even if you have to spend another $5 on this update, what will that put you in for the total Vampire Survivors package? Does that put you now at $35?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe less.
Fuck, dude. What?
It's good. It's great stuff. Just love it.
What more could you want? The wet update. It's such a good trailer. It's such a good trailer.
Cracked me up.
Go Nintendo reports that Mina the Hollower's success ensures Yacht Club's future with sales faster than Shovel Knight, but the game's director wonders why it's not selling more. I have not loved the response and attitude from Yacht Club around this game. I know we're going to talk about it here in a little bit. I have also been playing it this week. According to reports, when this story was written, Mina the Hollower had been out for 3 days and has managed to sell over 300,000 units so far in 3 days. Shovel Knight took a full week to sell 75,000 units. Thankfully, the early sales seems to have pushed the studio into make territory, as Yacht Club co-founder and Mina the Hollower director Sean Velasco confirmed it should be smooth sailing ahead for the dev, at least for now. With that said, Velasco still isn't happy with how many units the game is selling versus how highly it's been reviewed. I'm thrilled with the critical reception for the new title. Strong sales mean that Yacht Club can keep operating without making cuts or taking outside investment. Obviously, those are great things, at least for now. I wonder how come the best reviewed game of 2026 is not the fastest selling game, so I feel a big fire lit to close the gap. Like, stop at the first part of the quote where I editorialized. It's a wonderful quote. It's a thankful, happy quote. We're doing good. Mm-hmm. This game's not for everybody.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, it's pretty obvious why it's not selling more. Like, Shovel Knight had broader appeal. Like,
yes, it just does.
That's the entire story. This game does not have broad appeal.
It does not.
It's a very specific kind of game. You have to like the look of Game Boy Color games is not for everyone. You have to like Link's Awakening DX for Game Boy Color. And you have to like Souls-like games that will torture you with difficulty. You have to like those things in order to like this game. It doesn't have the broad appeal of like a platformer like Shovel Knight. It just doesn't.
It doesn't. Now, the accessibility options, we'll talk about all this in a little bit.
We'll talk about that. We'll get there. But I'm with you as far as the quotes of just really wondering why it's not selling better.
Stop being a dick, dude. Stop being a dick. You're coming on. Everything that he has said about like the attitude coming from Yacht Club about this is just incredibly unlikable. Which is odd.
No, we put a lot into this. It deserves to be selling better. And like I understand where he's coming from. It's just it's the way it's being said is sounding like it's owed. You know, like no, you guys owe us sales of this game. And it's like, well, no, you made a game that was very niche, and for what it is, I think it's selling extraordinarily well, and be thrilled about that. But it's
selling as well as it is because of Shovel Knight.
Exactly,
not because of Mina.
Like, we know this is selling because of the Yacht Club name. Like, that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
And is the tall guy playing yet?
Yes, he is back in. He is back in. He is standing at the center of the court. He's so big. He just went to pick another man up, and it looks like he picked up a child. That is a fully grown fucking professional basketball player. And Wemby came over and was like, let me reach down and like hyperextend myself to be able to pick your ass back up. He's so
didn't
fucking
see
big.
him picked anybody up yet.
I don't know. Maybe we're at different points.
I
mean,
I
you'll
would assume so. Like
again.
the guys just tripped and fell, and now some referee is talking to me.
Oh yeah, and then Wemby steps next to him, and the referee's head is in Wemby's stomach.
Oh, I want to see this.
It's silly.
It's under official review. How are you so far ahead of me? We're watching the same stream, I think. All right, so
I don't know.
that guy put his hand out and looks like he trips that guy. Yeah, he like just grabbed his ankle. That was messed up.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You can't do that in sports.
No.
Like
No.
I get that he was
bad,
like down
bad
on the
form,
ground.
Josh Hart.
Yeah, don't do that. He literally just grabbed that guy's foot.
Yeah. And Wemby's skinny ass legs are running there in the background. He's got the long white tights on as well. So Wemby is not the guy who fell. This is thrilling fucking podcasting, by the way.
It really is.
Also, if you're not watching the Knicks potentially win a fucking NBA championship for me, what is wrong with all of you?
I have it on for you. Like,
I appreciate
this is
it.
just for you.
I appreciate it.
And I also really want to see this tall guy, but it just doesn't seem to be showing me a tall guy for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You'd
they're
think,
all relatively tall.
A really tall guy at a basketball game would be a common enough occurrence. So you
Not
said his
this
name's
tall.
Wemby?
Victor Wembanyama. He's French.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was looking for a jersey that said Wemby on it. Are they called jerseys?
Yes, they are called jerseys,
Okay.
in fact.
I just don't know basketball. This
Yeah,
is
so
utterly fascinating.
It is. So right now, there's a bunch of men. I don't know why we're having this long of a debate. Josh Hart, like, I am a Knicks fan. Josh Hart grabbed that motherfucker's ankle. You're not allowed to do that shit. Like, that's clearly a foul. It's fucking clear.
This is still under review. This is still happening. Like, what's the
Right.
what is the question here?
Wemby is the guy sitting on the bench right now, at least what I'm looking at. Well, now they just cut back to the ref, and he's after review. That shit was obvious as fuck. He fucking grabbed his shit. Don't do that, Josh. I believe that. I'm reading the lips of the official right now.
Okay.
Josh Hart, you're a fucking asshole. I think that's what he just said. All right, so now we just cut to Josh Hart being like, "Yeah, I know. I grabbed that motherfucker. I was trying to hurt him. Trying to win this game. We're down by 2 points. We won the first game. Fuck the Spurs." All right. And now Wemby's now he's on the bench again. Now he's not. Or no, there he is. He's right there in the middle of the court.
He's one.
Yes.
That's a tall drink of water.
He's so fucking big. It's absurd. It's so silly. And then when you watch him move, like, so this right now, he's shooting a technical free throw, which means nobody else is in the box. But then as you watch this motherfucker, like, run down the court, he's like a giant gazelle. His arms are longer than me. It's so fucking wild. He's such a weird dude. I want to hate him, but I can't.
So, like, they're down by what? 4 points? Is that how basketball goes? Like, is this like is this really a close game? Like it looks like
this is a very close game. Yes.
Okay.
This is very close. All right, so Wemby's breaking into the paint. Like, this motherfucker barely has to jump to dunk. He's just gigantic. The dude guarding him, Mitchell Robinson, the guy who he just, like, passed over, is 6'10". And he looks small. Like, it's fucking
I'm like looking
nuts.
at it now. Everybody looks tiny compared to him. Like, these are all basketball players.
These are
all tall
gigantic men. These are gigantic professional athletes. Yeah, and he just comes
That's
in there
crazy.
like,
He's
hello,
just
everybody.
Dwarfing these other guys.
Yeah, I know this is not good podcasting, guys, and I apologize. I really do, but, like, I mean, look at that shot of him next to Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is, like, the best player on the court, and he looks like Wemby's nephew. It's so fucking goofy. It's so funny. Good God.
It's strange to think that we're the same species as this guy.
We're definitely not. We are not. You and I, nothing in common with Victor Wembanyama. Just not. Anyway, so please watch the Knicks in the future. Let's go Knicks. Fuck everyone else.
Why are the Knicks fouling everybody? Like, he's just pushing them around. Why is he doing that?
Everybody's kind of angry at each other right now because the Spurs fucking play dirty. They do. I know, like, basketball is one of those things where, like, everybody thinks everybody fucking plays dirty and whatever. The Spurs get away with a lot of bullshit. The Spurs are not the cleanest team in the world. Wemby gets away with a lot of shit. Because, like, they're showing right now, Wemby is just shoving Mitch off of him, which you're not allowed to do like that. But then Mitch retaliates and he gets a technical for it. Like, that's the kind of shit that pisses people off. But basketball is a sport that is driven by stars. You know what I mean? Like, and you're not going to have your stars. And, like, they just fucking almost killed OG Anunoby on the way down the court. You know? Anyway.
That was one
name.
Be
here all night.
I was like, OG Anunoby, that two different guys, and then I just saw his name pop up on the screen, like, oh, that's one guy's name.
Yeah. But, like, as you watch him fast break down the court, the Knicks or the fucking Spurs are just grabbing him and they throw him to the ground. Like, you can't fucking do shit like that, but they do it all the fucking time. And the Knicks actually play pretty clean. This is a whole other thing. We're going to cut. All of this is going to get cut. That's the sad part. All of this is fucking bonus content for everybody else.
Oh, sorry. I like learning. This is utterly fascinating to me.
I know. Evan's going to get to this part of the recording, though, and be like, look, you fucking cunts, what are you doing? This is not at all what you don't pay me for.
Yes, but this is what the patrons pay.
It is for. What the patrons pay for. We gotta.
So why is this? Why is he getting a bonus throw? What happened to him?
What, OG?
No, Wemby. He just got a little free throw thing there. Why did
did
happen?
he? Actually, I think you might be ahead of me.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's why I wasn't lining up.
Let's see, because Wemby. I'm watching Wemby on the left side of the key right now. He's being guarded by Cat. Oh, they're calling a foul on the going up for the rebound. Jesus Christ. That was fucking ticky-tack shit. Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, you're ahead of me.
Paramount Skydance announces Paramount Game Studios. So Paramount, which kind of sucks,
yeah,
is launching a game studio. It's a bold move.
Cool.
See how that works out for him.
Yeah, I mean, so that's the thing. Like, they own a ton of properties, so, like, make cool games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Nintendo Life reports Crystal Dynamics comments on its use of AI in Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. Its goal is to empower creativity and flexibility of its teams. At Crystal Dynamics, this is their quote, we leverage AI tools to help our teams iterate on ideas faster and more efficiently while ensuring that all finished content in the final product is human-crafted. Our goal is to empower the creativity and flexibility of our developers to deliver the highest quality experiences for players everywhere. The disclosure on the Steam game page mentions how AI-assisted tools were used during development to support some early exploration and temporary development content. Any AI-assisted assets were either replaced or refined by humans to maintain the creative and artistic vision of the developers. Look, sure, I don't love it. This is where we're going. I appreciate the somewhat canned transparency of it. You know, this is the way we're going, but we're also seeing the backlash already in companies realizing that it costs more to do this than it does to just use people.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
just make the art in the first place. You're still
just make the art.
Even if you're doing all these refinements to it, or even replacing it, you've still used the stolen art in the first place. So
right. And that's really like, it's just one of those things, right? Where it's like, it's just such a hard debate to have because there have been lots and lots and lots of examples throughout history of like, yes, but you stole that, and everybody going like, yeah, we did, and now we've made it better. You know what I mean? Like that's the history of the world, is stealing shit from other people, cultures, whatever, iterating on it, and passing it off as your own. And then we just like that's happened throughout history. This is just a newer version of that. It doesn't make it right, but it's literally never stopped ever. So, you know, what I'm happy about is that we're hitting the point where companies are starting to see that it's not as cost beneficial as they thought it was, which is great.
Yes. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah.
Push Square reports, speaking of AI slop, PS5's PS Store shovelware purge continues with the removal of more garbage games. Fantastic.
Yes.
Sony is at the end of its tether with PS5 shovelware, and it's now removing games at a remarkable rate. We've already reported on thousands of crappy titles that have been pulled from the PS Store, but the platform holder is on a crusade at this point, and I wish Nintendo would follow them.
Yeah, I love this.
All that nonsense.
This is one everywhere. Of the big wins for Sony.
Yeah, just absolutely.
Fuck all
More
of that
like this,
tongue
please.
to whore. Get all of your brain rot bullshit off of there. Like, it's just... I wonder, going back to the Jeffrey Game Fest from earlier this evening, how many of those 9,000 games released were this shit? Right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Have to be a decent fucking chunk.
I would say a percentage, like, as high as, like, 20%, 15%, something
Maybe.
like that.
I don't know.
Acid flip, AI slop garbage, because you just crank them out.
No.
Sorry, take us on with this. Speaking of slop.
In the stupidest fucking story of the week, Push Square reports the PS5 versus Pepperoni Pizza. New God of War sparks tense exchange between Sony and Domino's. I like their little subtitle, though. A pizza to action. Domino's Pizza UK tweeted out, God of War game with no Kratos equals Pepperoni Passion with no pepperoni. Santa Monica Studios responded with, okay, thanks for the feedback, Domino's Pizza corporate account. Which is...
I don't know why it's so funny. It just is. It's just dripping with so much sass.
It's so sassy. It's so fucking sassy. But like, get fucked, Domino's. You're barely pizza. You're not even a flatbread. Like, come on. And also, just don't feed the trolls, man.
For fuck's sake, it's a spin-off. It's fine.
No,
Jesus.
Fuck that. It's the next God of... It's not a fucking spin-off. It's the next God of War game, and it stars a woman, and that is also fine.
I agree, it's also fine.
That's also fine.
It's not a spin-off to the story.
It's not. It's the next God of War game. It's part of the story. You're just playing the part of the story where Kratos isn't the main character. You know how, like, certain episodes of a TV show focus on somebody else? Eat a dick, assholes. You're being fucking stupid. Stop it.
Right? I mean, this is... What? How many God of War games have there been? Because
just
the
stop.
Old series
There's been 8.
Is
8 or
connected,
9,
right? Like, this is all connected back to the original PS2 game.
Yes.
So
this is just a different part of the story. It's still the overall God of War story. Like, how fucking boring are you? No, it's not Kratos, so I don't like it. Okay, then don't play it.
Thumbs down.
Fuck, just shut up about it. Like, I just... I mean, and I know, I understand, right, that is rich, coming from an asshole sitting there with a video game podcast for the last 11 years. Because who the fuck wants to listen to my opinion? But if you don't want to listen to my opinion, don't fucking listen. Like, that, it's all just so easy.
We're also a video game podcast. This is a fucking pizza Twitter account.
Also accurate. Also accurate.
All right, that's it for week old news.
Just social media.
The week old news and basketball report brought to you by Stone Age.
My favorite segment, your favorite segment. Let's watch along with the Knicks.
All right, so we're going to take ourselves another quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in with the checkpoint, see what we've been up to, and then hopefully go to bed sometime before midnight. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around.
He's just really tall, Kris. He's really fucking tall.
He's a very tall man, yeah. Hi everyone, Kris here. Podcast listening is free, but podcast creation is not. That's why the Geekade Patreon exists. In an effort to help us pay the bills, we've got a Patreon page set up where you can gain access to our monthly podcast topic schedule, get early access to many of our shows, and more. If you'd like to help support Geekade and keep these shows running week after week, head over to the Geekade Patreon page, linked in the show notes of this very podcast. Do you miss the days when you'd get a fresh issue of Nintendo Power in the mail every month? It was stacked with reviews, previews, and all manner of cool new stuff about the world of Nintendo, and it even came with a free poster. Well, you don't have to miss those days anymore because Nintendo Force is here. Functioning as a spiritual successor to Nintendo's classic magazine, Nintendo Force is staffed with top-notch writing talent, and me for some reason, to deliver fresh new reviews, previews, and more right to your door every other month. And yes, posters are still included, except ours are double-sided. So if you want the thrill of learning all about the world of Nintendo in physical format, head on over to NintendoForceMagazine.com and learn all about it. Nintendo Force Magazine, the force of Nintendo fans.
And we're back.
Couldn't agree more. We are.
We're so back.
We're so back.
So back.
It's a quick little break there. Talked a little bit more about the basketballs. And now it is time to check in with the checkpoint.
Checkpoint!
This is where Dan and I talk about what's been going on in our lives and what's cooking, what's shaking, what's moving, what we've been playing. I got a pretty exciting month ahead of me. I like June. June is my birthday month. I have no birthday plans. I have no idea what the world is going to look like come June 22nd, but I do know that...
Who knows?
I have some interesting things coming up in my schedule that I'm very excited about. Tomorrow, I'm taking John to see Masters of the Universe, just me and John, so that's going to be pretty fun. I don't get to do a whole lot of one-on-one stuff with John. It usually winds up being me and Ellie. But
right.
I asked if the kids wanted to see Masters of the Universe. Ellie was just like, nah. And John was like, I'll go. Fuck yeah, alright, let's do it. So we're going to go see Masters of the Universe tomorrow. We'll probably get some lunch while we're out. And that's going to be fun. The Phillies were having a flash sale of $25 tickets. So I got me and Ellie tickets to go see the Phillies on July 2nd. So that's going to be super fun.
I'm going June, the day before Father's Day.
Oh.
Yeah. My aunt, her boss at her vet hospital called a meeting and was like, I'm taking everybody to the Phillies game. You get to take one more person. And she was like, well, do you want to go? You don't like the Phillies. You like the Yankees. I was like, free baseball game? Free food?
I like
free
baseball.
beer? Yes. Let's fucking do it.
Fantastic.
I'm in. Yeah, we're taking a bus. Like, he rented a bus for us all to go. Like, this sounds
amazing.
awesome. I can't wait.
Fantastic.
I even want to get
month.
Yeah, it's like the 20th. I think I've seen on like Instagram and whatnot. I've seen a Misfits shirt where it's the Misfits skull, but it's wearing the Bryce Harper Philly Fanatic headband. And I really want that shirt to wear to the game because I have to like the Phillies right now. Because Don Mattingly is their manager.
And he's doing a pretty good job.
And as a Yankees fan, I have to love everything that Don Mattingly is involved with. It's
Fair
a
enough.
rule. What's the Tucker Carlson thing? That's the rule. That's the goal now. What are we doing? What's going on? Anyway, sorry. I won't do that.
Well, and also at the end of the month, I have the tickets to Bit Brigade, the Mega Man X Bit Brigade, and Super Guitar Brothers. So I'm taking
that's
both
so
the kids,
fun.
both the kids to that. So that's I got a couple of really cool things coming up. So I'm really excited about the month of June. I think it's going to be a fun time. Probably I could start getting some actual sleep. That would really tie the room together. But
I just sent you a picture of the shirt, Chris. I know, again, terrible podcasting, but I don't know how to put images into the podcast. I don't know that shirt is worth $35, but that's apparently what shit costs now. So, like,
yeah.
I think I have to
go
get
out
it.
And I need to go get a new Phillies shirt because I've actually lost a decent amount of weight, and a lot of my shirts are a bit too big for me. And Ellie's outgrown the one Phillies shirt that she does have. So we need to both get some new Phillies gear to wear to the game. So
That's
we'll
awesome.
do some shopping, maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend. We got time. But
what player are you trying to get? Like whose shirt do you go like with the jersey? Is that like the t-shirt jersey? Like is that what you're going with?
I don't like getting players. Like
okay.
I like going for the team. Like if I was ever like, for example, I got a Flyers jersey, but I got one with no name on it because players come and go. Like I right now I really like Alec Boehm. He's weird, he's tall, he's lanky, he's a great fielder, and he was going through a rough patch at the beginning of the season, and now he's really picked things up. He hits base hits. Like I like Alec Boehm. I think he's a cool dude. But like I'm not gonna get something with his name on it because who knows how long he's going to be a Philly, right? The players get traded all the time, so I just don't like getting things with players' names on them. I'd rather just get something that represents the team because that's what I'm into.
Like I think you could go like Schmidt or Seaver,
right? Yeah,
Kruk,
if I wanted
Dalton.
to do something like that, sure. Get a retired player, but again, that's not really my style.
Yeah,
I wasn't that big into the sport back in the old days, so like I remember those names, but I'm not gonna I would feel disingenuous representing, wearing those.
That's fair. It's one of the really nice things being a Yankees fan is that there better not be a name on the back of that jersey.
Right.
Like there better not be. Like
that's not what they do.
I have a couple different Yankees jerseys. And the one that I got most recently was a number 25. And I like it because it was Jason Giambi's number. So like I was into that. Like, I love Jason Giambi. He was the Giambino. You know what I mean? Like, love Jason Giambi. But it was also Mark Teixeira's number. I like Teixeira. But it was also Jim Abbott's number. And he only had one hand. That's fucking crazy. He pitched a no-hitter with one fucking hand, Chris. That's insane. So, because I have a number 25 jersey that I got because of Jason Giambi, I also have a Jim Abbott jersey, and that makes me a little happy.
Well, all right then.
Anyway, sorry, I hijacked your Philly story. I apologize.
That's okay. I sent a picture of a shirt that I rather liked. It's the MLB logo, except instead of the baseball player, it's a silhouette of the Fanatic.
Yeah, see, I'm super into that. I fucking... The Yankees will always... As antithetical as it is to everything about me, the Yankees will always be my baseball team. They just always will, as much as I love other things. But man, I like the Phillies. I really genuinely do. I love the Philly Fanatic. I like the vibe of the team. I love Bryce Harper. I'm into them. They're a team I can support.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phillies and Flyers. That's me.
Yep. Love that.
But, yeah, so that's fun and exciting stuff. I got my Bubsy 4D. Because apparently my correct version is in the mail. I completed that. I did get a review code from somebody else at Nintendo Force, and I played through the game. It's very short. It's shorter than I expected. It's only like 3 worlds. So
really?
I was able to. Yeah, it's short. The boss fights are pretty good. The game is overall, it's fine. It's not. It's not setting the world on fire. I think some of the what's the word? Some of the reviews that I saw. Oh, that's cute. I like the Ted Lasso shirt you just sent.
Yeah, that's the one you need.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I feel like there have been some overly positive reviews for this Bubsy 4D. Like, people really, really sing its praises. And maybe it's just in stark contrast to what the series has done before, but like, the game is really it's just fine. It does have its moments. Like, there are points when you play the game where it really meshes, where you're doing some cool, tricky platforming and it comes together and it's like, that was really fun to do. Like, it seems like the kind of game that needed a bigger budget and more time in the oven to really get there. Like, it's perfectly functional as is, but like, the way the conversations flow in the game with the voice acting is not really that smooth. So some of the facial animations just don't quite look right. It has a very low budget feel, and this is as much as budget you can really expect to put into a Bubsy game, for crying out loud. And it is solid. And it does have some good stuff going on. It's just, it's not quite a masterpiece, but it's a solid game. I had fun with it. I don't know that I should have spent the money on the physical edition that I've got coming in the mail, but
what was the cost?
I have all the
on
Bubsy
that?
games. I think it was like $40, which is like twice the digital price.
Yeah, that's a little wild. Like,
I thought there was going to be more game. It's so
I was
short.
going to say for the content that you're saying, like, that's a little, like, that's a bit spicy.
Yeah,
for
I
3
finished it.
levels.
I was like, this is about as long as Dadish 3D was. Like,
yeah. I wonder, let's see, how long to beat? What do you guys have on Bubsy 4?
I don't know, like 3-4 hours, maybe.
Let's see. Bubsy 4D. Main story, 3.5 hours. Main plus extra, 5.5 hours. Yeah, that's not a $40 experience, guys.
Yeah, but that was just the physical one. The digital one, I think, is only $20, and that's acceptable for this kind of a game. I think it was a perfectly acceptable price for it. $20. Like,
is it when Silksong was also $20?
You can't keep waving the Silksong thing around.
I'm gonna.
Even they said that's unreasonable. Like,
I know.
That's completely unreasonable. They are fortunate enough to be able to afford to do that. Every game cannot be held to that kind of a standard. It's just not financially viable.
I know.
I don't know.
Want it to be 30? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Yeah.
Silksong is an insane value, but it's the exception, not the rule. $20 for was it $20 for 4 to 5 hours worth of entertainment that might even get played again someday?
I suppose that's fair.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it'll go on sale. Pick it up for $15 or something, or don't pick it up. It's a fucking Bubsy game, but
it's Bubsy. Don't actually buy it.
Yeah. It is a decently fun 3D platformer. It's fairly well made. I liked it.
Yeah.
Had some funny references to previous Bubsy games. It has a nice personality. they're onto something. Like, I hope this game performs well enough to justify them getting to make another one.
They're on their way.
Like they're kind of onto something there as far as utilizing this character in a way that makes sense. Because Bubsy himself wasn't terribly annoying. I hate the supporting cast. I don't
That's
really
a
like
huge
them at
step
all.
in the right direction.
Yeah, but like Bubsy himself was pretty entertaining. Like when I came across the one costume you can get where is like you're basically running around naked with sneakers on, and like he never has pants on, but for some reason this specific costume, when he removed his coat, they glitch out his junk.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking funny.
It was a pretty funny gag.
That was pretty good.
There's decent stuff in there. They must have had a really fun time making this game. So yeah, that was pretty fun. But after I finished that, I wrote my reviews, and I moved on to Mina the Hollower. And I just don't really think it's for me. I did pre-order Star Fox. Just, okay. Because what was it? Amazon was doing that price matching with the digital version. So I went and was like, fuck it. I'll pre-order it through Amazon and save the $10. Was it $50 for the physical version of Star Fox? Oh,
I think so,
yeah. Fine. Sign me up. But yeah, I want to like Mina the Hollower, but I just don't. I don't know. It's very difficult, and not in the way that I find fun. Like, I understand why people find these kinds of games fun, but it is very meticulous, and it is not at all relaxing to play. Like, I find myself very tense when I'm playing it because the stakes are constantly high because everything can kill you just like that.
Yeah, it really can. It really, really can.
Like even the regular little enemies, like bats or something, everyone wants to attack you from diagonals, and you can't attack diagonally. So like, I'm trying to like jump around, and fighting bosses, you've got to like really anticipate their movements because your dodge takes so long to pull off. Like, you can't just react to what they're doing; you have to react to what they're going to do, and that just takes a degree of thought and I don't know what the word, the concentration. It takes a degree of concentration that makes the game not relaxing and fun for me. Like,
yes.
Younger me, I could see myself putting in the effort to try to get through something like that. But now it's kind of becoming not fun really quickly.
Have you tried any of the accessibility stuff? Or
Not yet. We were just talking about that in the Discord yesterday, and I haven't had a chance to play it at all today. I saw all the options. I was scrolling through the menu. I was like, so there's a lot of stuff that I could do. Like, I think you can make the dodge go faster.
Yes.
You can turn down you can turn up how much damage you do, turn down how much damage enemies do.
You can turn off the damage that enemies do.
Yeah. But at that point, I think the game would just become boring. But yes, there's boring because you're digging holes.
That's right. I'm currently playing. I was going to pull it up on my Steam Deck to show you. One of the things that's cool in that little options menu is that you can change the color. You can tweak the color palette. And I think you will find if you put it to the Super Nintendo color palette. I forget exactly what they call it in there. There's a ton of different versions. But I think if you put it to that color palette, you might actually find that you like the way it looks better, because I know you really don't like the way this looks.
I really don't. I despise Game Boy Color looks. Specifically Link's Awakening DX. I have always hated the look of Link's Awakening DX. It bugs the shit out of me. Because I understood why, because they were coloring in a black and white game. That made sense to me. But this is one of those things where this game doesn't need to look this way.
No.
The actual pixel art itself, I think, is great. But they're intentionally doing that thing where okay, this individual character can only have two colors. And it gives it this look of then everything doesn't seem like it's in color, it seems like it's been colored in. And I do not care for that at all.
Yeah.
It just annoys the crap out of me, and I hate the way it looks because the character designs are great. The sprite work is great. It's just the color. Ugh. I just don't like the way it looks.
I wish it looked the way the promo art looks.
Yes.
That's what I want it to look. I don't have nearly as big a problem with this as you, because I've been playing it this week. I fucking love it. I think it's great. I am having such a good time with it. I am enjoying the shit out of it. And I agree with everything you've said about it. Like the punishing difficulty and all of those things and all of the stuff that would normally turn me off from something like this. For whatever reason, this one is just really clicking with me. I really like it. I think part of it is the fact that I get to play it on my Mac Mini, which there's not a lot of options to do that. So like having a native Mac Mini version that I can sit down here and actually just play in my office makes me really happy. It plays great on the Steam Deck. But I do, it bums me out that it is not hooking you the way that you wanted to, the way that, we think it should. Or that you thought it should or would.
Well, when it's clicking with me, I rather enjoy it. I want to like this game more than I do. It's just having that level of concentration, especially when the only chance I really get to play is at the end of the day when I am just mentally exhausted. And it's like, all right, I'm just trying to save up. I'm trying to grind for bones right now. And that night character, like, would hit me and like, oh shit, I lost all my bones, but I can go back and get them. And then I went back to get them, and I was almost ready to kill that knight and get my orb back, but then a shot came from off screen and killed me. And it's like, you lost, what was that? I was trying to get to 2,000 bones. Like, you lost 1,984 bones. They're just fucking gone. The last hour that you were doing was worthless. You lost it all. I'm like, fuck. It's so demoralizing because it was like there wasn't anything I could have done about that. I just didn't have the reaction time, and it bothered me so much. And so
I think
it's
fuck
very
around,
cool looking. Yeah, I'm going to try to mess around with those things.
Before you form your opinion on this, fuck around with those modifiers. I think you are going to find. I think you're going to find a collection of modifiers in this game that are going to make it into something that you really, really like. And I don't think that even counts as cheating because they're there from the get-go. You're not hacking them in. You know what I mean? Like, they're there for you to fuck around with. So what? They disable trophies. Who fucking cares?
I don't know if the trophies aren't even on Switch, so...
Oh, okay, then. Or achievements,
well, I mean, I'm sure
there's
the in-game ones, but again, I don't really care about this.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I will say one
thing
that really pisses me off about this game is the fact that I cannot separate use potion and talk to people. I cannot separate that button. That button is always the same button, and it's like, fucking why? Yeah, I'll walk near somebody and think I'm about to talk to them, like, oh shit, I just wasted a potion. Fantastic! There's so many buttons on this controller. Why can't I separate these things?
So I've got my Steam Deck in my hand right now. On the Steam Deck, I've got, 4 face buttons. I've got 2 analog sticks that I can click. So that's 6. I've got 4 triggers. That's 10. I've got 4 buttons. I'll show this to you, Kris, because I don't know how much you've ever looked at this. I've got 4 buttons here on the back. There's 14 buttons. It's also a touch screen. I've got 2 trackpads on here. I also have this wood skin on my Steam Deck to make it look like a fucking old Atari. I love it very, very much. But I've got trackpads on here. I have so many fucking buttons. So many buttons.
There's a video here. It says 8 things to do first. You might not... There's a bunch of videos that are just like, here's all the things that Mina the Hollower doesn't tell you to do that will make the game much more playable for you. So I'm going to watch a couple of these videos and see what I can pull apart. I also think I might want to switch weapons. I went with the whip because it seemed
that's
like
what
that's
I'm
the default
with.
weapon.
Yeah.
But as I was picking weapons, I was like, I kind of feel like I want the knives because I want to be able to attack. I would rather attack fast and lower with lower damage than slower with higher damage. But I went with the whip because it seemed like the middle ground. But I think I might do better if I switch over to the knives. I don't know. We'll see.
There are other weapons in the game that you can get, if that makes a difference to you.
I have read about that as well, but as of right now, that doesn't make a difference because I don't have them, and I have no access to them until I get there. But yeah, I got past the second, like the first boss, I died a bunch of times, and the second, like, I want to call it boss encounter. I don't know, what was it? Like, as soon as you leave the castle.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like, I'm not crazy, right? I don't trust this Lionel guy.
I don't.
Yeah. I don't trust this Lionel guy at all. And, like, when the Resistance came to fight me, I was like, that's the good guy. There's no question in my mind. Like, I'm on the wrong side of this. There's something wrong with those generators that I built. And this Resistance has a good reason to be a Resistance. And this Lionel guy is up to no good. I don't trust this shit at all.
Yeah, I think this story is going to turn out quite interesting in this game. I have not put nearly as much time into it this week as I would have liked to because of the two other games that I will talk about when you are done.
Well, I think I am. I think that's all I really had to talk about. So, Mina the Hollower and Bubsy 4D. I think that's really all I played besides doing some writing and catching up on things on the site. And we got a sale coming up that we're prepping for our 19th anniversary.
That's fucking wild.
I think I'm good. What do you got?
So apart from Mina the Hollower, which, like I said, turn those fuck with those modifiers. I think you're going to find a game that you really like in there. I really do. The two things that I've spent the most time with this week, I'm doing a bunch of writing, trying to finish up my Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn Switch 2 edition, or Beyond the Dawn edition for Switch 2. I'm hoping to have that done by this weekend. But I might, I have to take Roddy to the barber tomorrow, our local barber shop in town here. It's very cool, like old school barber, like hot shave, towel on the face, straight razor kind of thing. They're very cool. They do a good job with his hair. So I'm taking him this weekend, and we got a bunch of shit to do around the house. Maybe we will go see, we might go see He-Man on Sunday. I'm not sure yet. It might be a week away. It's fine. I'm going to see it regardless. I'm very excited about it. The things that we've spent the most time. So the first thing, one of the kids' friends was talking a ton of shit about how they were going to whoop my ass in Marvel vs. Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom or MVC2 or whatever. And that did not happen this week. It was very much a case of, I have been playing this game for longer than you have been alive. I'm going to give the controller back to Penny. Here you go. So that was fun. And it was funny when we were talking about it earlier of talking about Street Fighter 6 and Virtua Fighter and Marvel Tokon and how you don't have these games that you want to play. Like, I have children and friends that think they're hot shit. So I'm going to buy these fighting games and then embarrass their friends. That's my whole goal in life now, is to just make their friends uncomfortable in the house after I've whooped their ass in video games. That will make me very happy. So we did a little bit of that. And it's not 100% fair because their friend has said that they are the best at their friend believes that Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is the best Marvel vs. Capcom, which I find to be just objectively incorrect. It's fine that they think that. I no. And they have said that Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is their thing. So I'm so petty that I actually considered buying Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 just to play it against one of the kids' friends, because it's cheap. I don't know, we'll see. So apart from my pettiness this week, the two things that I've spent the most time with, as I said earlier, one of our listeners gifted Penny for the kid's birthday because a bunch of games off of their wish list got purchased for them, which was really awesome. And I love you guys so much for that. And really, really thank you. Resident Evil 9 Requiem was purchased for Penny. And she wanted to play that as a family. So hooked the Steam Deck up to the TV. Had to run through a couple of different settings to find one that worked, because the first couple of settings we put on there was like, oh boy, no, that's not going to work. Because I thought, like, you boot up Requiem and run it on the Steam Deck, it was like, do you want us, the game, to run an optimization and determine the best settings for your current hardware? And I was like, yep, absolutely, I want you to do that. I don't know shit about shit. That sounds fucking awesome. And then they picked a bunch of shit, and it was like, nope, swing and a miss, guys. I don't know what you were doing, but I can run it at much higher settings than what you have here, and I can have the hair actually look like hair and not straw. It's okay. Like, we can do this. But we started Requiem earlier in the week, and we've just been kind of going back and forth and passing the controller around between me and Penn as we're playing different segments. So, as you're making your way, obviously, you play as right, you play as the main girl. Fuck, whose name I can't remember right now. Jesus Christ. I'm tired and drunk. Not really. I'm just blaming it on that because I'm blanking on it. The fuck is her name? Kris, you let me down. How do you not know this?
Who are we talking about?
The main fucking character in Resident Evil Requiem.
Why would I know?
I don't know.
Jill Valentine? Claire Redfield?
No, that's because all I can think right now is Claire and Jill, because I saw Veronica earlier today, and that's just not who it is.
The only other one I know is Rebecca Chambers, but she was Resident Evil 0, I think.
That's not it either.
I don't know Resident Evil. Ashley, the president's daughter?
Fuck, sorry. All right, it's Grace. God damn it. Grace?
Fuck. She died 30 years ago.
Grace died 30 years ago. Her mother was a bitch. Grace Ashcroft. I fucking know her last name. I couldn't think of her first name. So you start the game off as Grace, FBI agent. You have to go investigate your mother's the place where your mother was murdered in this hotel. I'm not going to go through and regurgitate the story. What I was saying is that you play as either Grace or Leon. There's a bunch of different sections. You end up in this hospital area. There's a hotel area. There's a bunch of really cool... it feels very, very similar to the first two Resident Evil games. Like, the start of the game feels very, very small, right? Like, you're in this big area, like a big hospital, or this big, a bunch of different, I don't want to give away too much. There's a bunch of different places that you go to, right? But it feels very contained in a way that Resident Evil 7 didn't feel, and I don't think Village felt that way. This feels much more like an old school Resident Evil game. And it's fucking scary as shit. And it changes between Grace and Leon at really smart points in the story. It really fucks you with cliffhangers of a crazy thing happens and you're like, fuck, now I gotta be Leon for a minute. But it's really cool that I'm Leon because he's he does a superhero landing every time you jump off of something. He fucking brah, lands and does, puts the arm up and everything. It's so fucking goofy. Picking up chainsaws from zombies that have dropped them and then swinging chainsaws around at zombies is just one of the most fun things I've ever done in a video game. I did not... Village was okay. Biohazard was okay. 6 was bad. Resident Evil 5 was bad. 9 is out fucking standing. It is legitimately a Game of the Year contender for me at this point. It came out in February. It's fucking great. I am so pleasantly surprised by this game. Because I saw that it reviewed very, very well, but so have the last ones, and I haven't loved them. You know? The fact that you can switch between first and third person makes me really, really happy. Because, like, you don't have to stay in first person the entire time in this game. You can be in third person. That's the way that I prefer to play these games. It works really, really well. It does not look the best on the Steam Deck. Like, there's definitely moments in the game where I'm like, ooh, that didn't look great. You know? And, like, Pen will be playing and, like, a monster will drop down from the ceiling. It's like, ooh, okay. Maybe turn the flashlight off in the game so that we don't see what it looks like. That's okay. But, like, it's been so fun to play. She's been doing great with it. The story is really, really cool. I feel like this is a game where if you've taken some time away from Resident Evil, like, say, example, since Resident Evil 4, 5 didn't really do it for you, 6 didn't really do it for you, and then you were like, yeah, I don't even care anymore. I feel like 9 is a pull back in the right direction. And I'm pretty sure we're like an hour or two away from the end of the game at this point. Because I just got back to earlier today. I was just trying to get to the next like story point so we could finish it, because we were also trying to play before Pen goes to bed. And she's like a responsible teenager. She's like, oh, it's 9:30. I have to shower because I have school in the morning and I need my education. And I'm like, fuck's wrong with you? Stay up late and curse. Why are you like a proper child with manners? Who's fucking raised you? This is weird.
Where are you hanging out?
Yeah, right? Who are you spending time with? Who's influencing you in such a way? But I just got us up to the point so that the next time we play together as Leon, we are about to enter the police station in Raccoon City. And like, you walk through this like little alleyway and he pops up and there's like a little cinematic and it pans over to the RCPD. He's like, I can't believe it's still standing. And I was like, all right, sweet. That's a good spot for me to like stop my little exploration so we can play as a family. A fucking great game. Absolutely wonderful. I'm so impressed with that game. The other thing we've been playing, and I know these are not games that you love, but it was Tiff's birthday on Wednesday, and she is not only a massive Batman fan, she is a massive Lego fan. So, what is released recently for everything but Switch 2, it's coming to Switch 2 in September, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. And, man, they fucking nailed this game. This game is awesome. I'm having such a blast playing it with the family. So the game starts off. This is the kind of humor this game has, Chris. The game starts off and you're young Master Bruce and your parents are still alive and you're running around Wayne Manor. And it's before you are about to go to the theater to see the Grey Ghost movie, where ultimately Bruce's parents get killed, right? So you're running around, and the tutorial of the game is basically having you go on a little fetch quest to fetch your Grey Ghost costume. You're going to get goggles, a cape, and a hat, right? And as you're doing this, you're running around Wayne Manor, and it's telling you, like, oh, you can jump here, you can crawl through this, or you can punch this thing, or you can build these things, all the different, like, mechanics of the Lego game, right? If you spend enough time I don't remember what the exact line was, but it's legitimately something to the fact of, because, right, it's a Lego game. You can just run around punching shit and doing stuff. You don't have to really, like, do anything. As you're running around, young child Bruce Wayne will be like, man, I love having alive parents. As you're just running, it's like, the fuck are we doing? That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. It's so fun. Like, and that might not be exactly the line because it was just so out of fucking pocket. It's like, man, I love that both of my parents are alive. It was like, what? What
a day to appreciate the blood pumping through my parents' veins, you know?
Right? Like, just something akin to that. Like, and that is the humor that is in this game. It's just so fucking funny. And it's taking you through. So we've done the League of Shadows stuff with Ra's al Ghul, and we've done the Iceberg Lounge stuff from, like, Batman Begins. But it's kind of taking you through, like, all of the Batman movies and, like, all of the Batman mythos. And it plays very similarly to the Arkham games, but it's got just this really absurd sense of humor. There's a line early on where Ra's al Ghul shows up as Bruce is trying to get, like, teenage Bruce. You saw the Batman Begins, right? The Pattinson one. So when he's, like, trying... The Batman. Yeah, that's right. The Batman. Or maybe it is Batman Begins. I haven't seen those
Batman
movies.
Batman Begins was the Christopher Nolan one.
Right.
Batman Begins
which is the one where he's trying to get at Falcone.
That's Batman Begins, yes.
That was Batman Begins. Okay. So, yeah, because, that's the one with Liam Neeson, with Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
So he's, like, outside the club, and he's trying to get at Falcone, and Ra's al Ghul shows up. And, like, they're just having a conversation back and forth as Bruce tries to beat up some goons and whatever. And fucking Ra's looks at him. Liam Neeson's character from the fucking movie, but as Ra's al Ghul, looks at Bruce Wayne and says, what I do have is a particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like Carmine Falcone. It's like, fuck, dude, seriously? Like, you did the fucking Taken joke as Ra's al Ghul? That's outstanding. There's another scene like a half hour later in the game where you're busting into the Iceberg Lounge, which is definitely the Batman, right? The Pattinson one with Cobblepot and all that. You're kind of chasing him. And, like, you bust into a section of the Iceberg Lounge, and one of the henchmen is like, who are you? How did you get in here? And the camera just cuts over and he goes, Batman and Batman. And then you just go back to, like, beating the shit out of him. And then you're in a ball pit because instead of giving health insurance, Carmine Falcone gives his employers a fun playland. And you're going around and you're running in a ball pit, and the noise that's coming out of the fucking speaker on the PS5 controller on the fucking DualSense sounds exactly like being in a fucking ball pit. It's insanity, and I'm loving absolutely every second of it. Tiff is having a blast. It's so fun and charming and goofy and self-aware. It's fucking outstanding. So happy with it. And Matthew Berry is going to be Bane. We're not there yet, but that is going to possibly make it Game of the Year for me. That's how much I love that dude.
He's going to be in the second Minecraft.
Is he? I gotta see the fucking second Minecraft movie now.
Yeah, I don't know who he's going to be, but there was a Minecraft Live that I watched with John, and they showed off some stuff from the Minecraft.
I hope he's the Ender Dragon.
Minecraft Cubed.
I kind of like that. I do, though. I hope Matthew Berry is the Ender Dragon. I don't know why I want the Ender Dragon to talk and be Matthew Berry's voice, but that is 1,000% what I want to happen.
That certainly sounds like
Chris.
Something you'd want.
That's it. Put a fork in it.
Yeah,
Lego Batman.
This was a long one.
Legacy of the Dark Knight is great. Requiem is great.
Fantastic.
Earthbound sucks.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding. Throw that in there.
We'll talk about it when we talk about it. In the meantime, that is it. That's our show. Join us next time for something. We're not sure yet.
Maybe more basketball, depending on how long the series goes.
You never know. Yeah, I mean, it's really going to depend on how eventful the showcases are going forward. Like, we've got the first Microsoft showcase under the new leadership, so it could be boring, but it could be something. Right? There could be a lot to talk about. If there's a Nintendo Direct,
it kind of has to be something.
I would like to think so.
Right?
If there's a killer Xbox presentation and a Nintendo Direct, we'll definitely be doing another one of these long ass shows. If there's not, we'll probably just cover the Xbox showcase and week old news and call it a night. But we'll see. Either way,
I was going to say
that is our show.
It'll be the difference between whether it's a week old news segment or the feature topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're on most social media platforms, and if you want to get in touch with us, we aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes, and you'll see links to our social media accounts as well as all manner of other fun stuff, like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more useful links than you can shake a joystick at. If you'd like to get early access to this show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows on the Geekade Podcast Network, check out our Patreon, also linked in the show notes. It helps keep this show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by banjo guy Ollie. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following the link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, as always, we'd like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan, for making the show listenable for all you folks. We'd like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. That's it. On behalf of Dan and myself, keep playing games.